Yeah, okay. Man, that took a lot more effort than it needed to. Hello. Oh, that was annoying. There we go. Hello Still, hello Les, hello Gamer, hello Antika. Hello Code. Oh, that was a nightmare. So basically I just started... So I started preparing for the stream, grabbed... went into the game. It kept crashing. That no matter what I did, it just kept crashing. So I had to install a new version of the emulator, reinstall the game, and yeah, here we are. So it was a bit of a nyah. Endurance are now officially in danger. Yep. Did you prepare your snack? Nah. Hello, Red. Okay, so I think everything's set up now. I just need to grab the chat and have it by my side so I can read it while I play. You know, the usual stuff. Okay, move that to one side, put that there. There we go. Alright. I think audio should be good, so let's get right into it. I forgot they had that Little Mermaid type beginning to it. This man's more doing. Do I still have... I'll look at that later. Yeah. Oh, let's pick one. I like the purple. I don't know what the difference is between the megaphone and the little battery thing. I can't quite remember. I suppose I click at details. Reduces enemy defense by 40%. High speed drill. Yep. Okay, so it's res versus defense. Well, there's new gear on either one, so it doesn't make much difference. So res versus defense. I'll go with defense. Oh, actually, I can't quite remember which one. I'll just go with this one. Purple. Oh, it's free. Okay. Oh, is it because multiple days? That might be why. So these are unobtained. These are... Okay, they're both unobtained. Restores free SP. When it passes them, restores... Okay, so 2 lots of that. Oh, it's always free per day. Okay. Infinite Fist. Oh, whoa. It's that one. Okay, free SP. And healing. Okay. Flicks cold. Okay, I guess I'm going to go with the purple again. Oh, these peoples. Ah. Let's have a look at this one. Okay, so that's the same as before, I think. Oh, it's because it's the one I chose. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I think I liked that one a bit more. This took a really weird turn. I probably should just be... Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'll do that later. Might as well just go straight. Oh, okay, interesting. Oh! Oh! You guys can tell this is the first time I'm going into a... Oh, it's interesting. I didn't realise that it saved it. This is the first time I'm redoing, I think. I think this is the first time I'm redoing a event. Or at least the first time I'm redoing an event that I actually did before. Huh. Made it pretty far considering your operators. Yeah, I thought I stopped at like 3. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, that's how the rerun is. Oh, okay. I suppose that makes sense then. I guess it would be a bit unfair if some people get to do it twice, while others only get to do it once, I suppose. Well, either way, that's fine for me because I never actually read through it. I, at the time, was doing the thing of play the stages, then read when it's finished. So I never actually read anything. Eye of Journey. Or Eve of Journey. I'm a moron. To complete the city forum missions. Oh, okay, yeah, true. The visitors are eager, while the tour guide has ulterior motives. Well, it's not that bad. Relax. Yeah, I'm going to turn the volume down on my headset. Let me know if something's too loud or too quiet. Always hustling. Busy. Akahualans? That's... Okay. Well, time to stock up on casters and Lappy to defend the physical dodge. Yeah. Croc people, right. What are we doing, you ask? Huh. What else can we warriors of... Is it Huala? Akahuala, I'm guessing? Do. It sounds very... It sounds, at least the way I'm pronouncing it sounds very Hawaiian, but I'm not sure. The greatest weapons, the sturdiest buildings, with the High Priest and Inam committee's support, we can build even more machines. Conquest, manure factory. The Akahuala name will ring across all lands. I love the the two. Oh yes, the two sides: conquest and manure factory. If you recall, Great Chief returns. Oh, that's been a while. Manure factory. What a great word. That's how you say it, right, Yogi? No, Yota. It's manufacturing. Besides... we're off to a great start. It's manufacturing. Besides, you should try to get some more rest instead of helping out with work on the Forest Mark III. The fully automated tree planting and cutting robot. Actually, since we wrote it off and built a new one last night, this is Mark IV. I've been doing great lately, don't worry. I've never thought these rocks, the Iridium, could be so useful. My eyes are wide open now. Is this new technology? Who brought it here? The event autonomy most harmless yandere with rocket launch. Probably an am. It's strong like Gavial, and you can shoot the upper half up in a spiral. It even stays mid-air for half a minute. Yeah, it's pretty shocking, though the High Priest calls that disassembly. I've been thinking for a while. Look, the lands beyond are so vast. And now we have so much manufacturing. Oh, what did it say? Manufacturing, okay. Manufacturing. And the High Priest said before that that's not how you use the word. I'd say Finn if I had to choose. That doesn't matter. What matters is we all have more and more big machines. They'll also get easier to control and cause less accidents too. There's much more than we can do now, isn't there? Like what? Be ambitious, brother. Set your sights on all of Sargon. Can you see it now? Our statues, as tall as 3 mountains, and as big as 2 whole lakes. Oh. Of course, we need one of the clan leader too, and the High Priest. We can't forget Inam either. I must say, I keep forgetting how absolutely ripped these characters are. the crocodile alligator people. Finally, we need something special to celebrate all this. A building. Right, a palace. Let's see. With wood? No, it has to be sandstone. Okay. Sandstone or some sturdier rock. Let's use originium. That's it. Bruh. That's just making me think of Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, the guy that makes his castle out of chocolate, but of course it melts because it's summer. Or it was in a desert or something. We'll pile all the originium up to make a huge building. Pile it up? Into what? Like a temple? Maybe something simpler, like a circle. You can't make a circle with rocks. Let's pile it up layer by layer so it looks like a triangle from all directions. Fucking originium pyramid. Oh, a triangular tower. And now we just need to give it a name. Still, there's no point in talking about all this. Gabriel said I won't live that long with my disease. Yota, no. We just have to change the way we think. Let's turn this place into your burial plot. They're literally inventing the pyramid. That way, forget Akawala. All of Sargon will remember your name. And I know what to call it too. Yogi Yota Tower. We'll finish it before you die. Yogi. I don't know if it is Yogi or Yogi or something, but I keep saying Yogi and it keeps making me think of Yogi Bear. Don't jinx yourselves like that. Oh, Tomimi, what are you doing here? I thought you went straight to Gavial and the clan leader yesterday. I have to give Kara a fucking watch. Look, it's not my fault. The game kept crashing, so I had to reinstall it. It's been a while since I was back home. I can't just leave like that, can I? Oh, I suppose you probably didn't get the notification that it started earlier. Or was supposed to start earlier. I guess not. So, what are you doing here today? You already stopped by, didn't you? Actually... thing. Talk about first impressions. Oh, you're the shorty Inam mentioned. What's the matter? Are you here to complain about our food again? I've been thinking the food's been kind of bland lately too. How are we supposed to get by without meat? No, it's something else. And I have a name. Stitch Canvas. You can't judge me by my height. Are all Arcosauria like this? There we go. No, we're not. Whatever. They're a bunch of weirdos bickering about tail thickness anyway. I guess it's a cultural difference I'll have to respect. Huh? Alright, so what do you need? We're working on a magnificent blueprint for Sargon. Blueprint? Right. Blueprint, you hear that, Durin man? This is a huge, glorious plan. I kind of think a big, over-the-top tomb isn't such a great plan. Besides, if everyone gets a huge tomb like that, we won't have enough room in the rainforest. Stop calling it a tomb. It's for a celebration. It's celebratory. If we build it bigger, we can put both the leader and Gavial in there too. And our descendants will sing the praises of Zumama. Sorry, I just thought of something really stupid for a moment. Zumama. Sorry. Oh, I shouldn't joke about that because that probably is a real name and I'll be very offensive. And Gavial's will, in front of our statues with their kids all around them. I'm starting to regret this decision. What? But right now, we shouldn't... In that case, we can't call it the Yogi Yota Tower. It has to have Gavial's name in it. We can add the name in it too, while we're at it. How far did you get last time? I think I'm up to stage 5, which was a lot further than I thought I did. Considering I had, like, no Elite 1s or anything yet, or maybe I had, like, 1 Elite 1 or something. No, I mean, well, Mr. Stitch already talked to Inam about this, but I want everyone to hear him explain it. Ah, okay, interesting. I'm surrounded by it. Like, literally the face he has on at the moment. This is pretty serious after all. I sent Gavial a letter too, but I don't know if they'll make it in time. Serious? What's so serious? I'm trying to plan out the rest of my life with what little time I have left. What could be more serious than that? I'm not here to judge your fantastical ideals, surface dwellers. However, just as I said before, if our city actually meets this crisis, the calamity will destroy everything. And when that happens, it won't matter how amazing your buildings are, they'll be reduced to rubble. No pressure. Ah, Rhode Island. You know it's going to be calm when the moment this tune comes on. I must say, I never thought about... Well, I didn't think about it before because I didn't really know the characters, but I can't imagine what it was like seeing this Gavial, and then you see the new version later on. Like, that would be... that must have been a very, like, wow sort of moment. Hey, Zumama. I need to be careful of how I say that because it's Zumama, probably, not Zu... I'm gonna keep saying Zumama, I swear to God. Gavial? I didn't know we came back at the same time. Great Chief returns, had to swim through Gavial though. True. But still, like, I mean, as in, you see, you know, the version of Gavial that you're used to, and then, like, a couple of scenes later or something, and she's in, you know, the guard outfit. I mean, I suppose you'd have seen the trailers and all that, so it wouldn't be that big of a thing. But still, like, it's such a difference I didn't really think about really until seeing it in. Yeah. How's the situation? Have those infected settled down? Who do you think you're talking to? Not just the infected. My security, the villagers nearby, and that old man from Rimbilliton. I took care of them all. There we go. I took care of all of them, rather. Old man? You dealt with our business partner too? Yeah. I've got a problem with the way he treats the infected. I had to have a friendly chat with him, as a doctor. Oh god. From a doctor's perspective, and the Gavial way. Man enters hospital. He leaves with more issues than he came in with. Never mind all that. Have you seen the letter lately? The letter yet? I haven't been back to the dorms. It's a letter. It's a letter from Tomimi. She went back home to visit her family, didn't she? Yeah, and she's been keeping in touch with her Aquala friends through an app. Yes, okay, I did get it right this time. I've only just realised how much of a squish that is. Anyway. Looks like she was going to ask us to go with her too. A trip home together. If only Master Closure hadn't given me any work, that would have been nice. But if that was a whole story, you wouldn't have bothered to come looking for me, right? Hey now, when did we become strangers? Never mind. So, what did Inam say? Did Tomimi run into trouble? Yeah, more accurately, the whole rainforest's in trouble. What? Better pack up and get yourself ready. We're in for a big adventure. Back to the crocodile himbos. The whole rainforest will sink into the earth? The entire land will shift and change? That's right. I could explain the structure of a Durin city, but it's not like you would understand. To put it simply, my homeland is under the ground, not far from this rainforest. We've run into some trouble, and that's why I came up here to seek the surface dwellers' help. Did you just call... Maybe. You can't deny the... you can't deny it. Now, I didn't actually have the very high hopes for you lot to begin with, but I saw what you've been doing. Perhaps you can be of some help. Well, that does sound like a big problem, but that doesn't have much to do with our tribe, right? Wait, this guy said if the Durin city is destroyed, it'll cause a chain reaction that will affect the surface. And our Yota Yogi Tower will. On the flip side, if you help us, we'll return the flavor. We'll return the flavor. Wow, okay. We'll return the favor with our Durin technology. I don't know a lot about your tech level, but I can tell at a glance that your kind can sometimes be outrageously primitive. Help? From an outsider? Now, I'm not so sure we could use any... to me, it's you selfish dwellers who are the outsiders. Never mind. But Mr. Stitch did point out some serious problems with the Forest Mark III. When he looked at it... there wasn't a thing there. Anyway. Although it kind of seems like he got rid of a lot of its functions. This guy did? Yep, that's why Anam figured we should follow Mr. Stitch underground to see what's going on. I'm going too, of course, as the leader of Gavial's will. And while we're gone, it's up to you guys to take care of everyone in Tiakwa. Tiakau, rather. Or Tiakau, yeah. I mean... they just said, we're leaving it to you two. Well, I've got a problem with that. I mean, for the sake of our great gold originium pearl triangular tower of Great Aquala. Wow, I actually managed to say all that. You better get this problem solved. You used the word great twice. It's twice as great? Oh, okay. We will. But how are you going to get there? We haven't been outside the forest too much. Are you sure you won't get lost? Don't you worry. Hey, haven't seen you in a while. Actually, yeah, I haven't seen you since, Sorta. After all, I'm coming along. Mr. Lithium, you're the Rhode Islander. Resilient as I am, even I have to take a vacation to alleviate the stress I've accumulated. Little did I know I'd find myself in another tremendous operation to save the Durans. But never mind. Who am I to miss out on more fun? Dylan and Blaze were right. It's a bustling place, but you can still relax and wind down a little. A wonderful little spot. I still have yet to find those famously delicious mushrooms after searching through the woods multiple times, though. I only hope that Miss Anam will follow through with her promise to help me accomplish the 7 must-dos when visiting Akuhala. Akuhala. Yeah, same, whatever. Mr. Elysium and Mr. Stitch have already gotten the ball rolling. With the two of them as guides, we won't ever lose our way. Or at least that's what they promised. Perhaps by the time Gavial and Eunectes, I don't know, make it home, we will have already taken care of everything. I wonder if this takes place before Stodifera, because in that event he looks slightly older and a bit sad. I feel like Stodifera was closer to the current timeline post-Victoria than anything else. She used to be the impatient one. How come I have to wait an hour and a half in the hallway for her now? Look at this new gear. I thought Gavial would file a request for this stuff every month, but I guess that wasn't really the case, judging by Master Closure's reaction. So I guess she's not going back to playing wandering medic who left the tribe? I think this was after. Oh, okay, interesting. This is taking way too long. Gavial, what are you doing? Don't rush me. You guys put together the most complicated equipment, you know. Well, this is what you get when you make an order on such short notice. If you have a problem with that, maybe you should go through proper procedures with engineering next time. Ugh, this sucks. Not even those knights in Kazimierz wear this much armor. Knowing the outfit, I feel like... Doesn't matter. If there's anything you can't figure out... they added in a little fanfare. Forget it. This will do. I'm tossing the rest. Huh? Yeah, forget all that junk. No, don't need it. The moment I picked up this axe, I figured it all out. Figured what out? That this guy's all I need. Did you make it? It was a rush order. I knew it. Only you could make something this kick-ass. No complaints from the balance. No complaints. From the balance to the weight, all perfect. But this little ornament... Lancet 2 told me to pour my feelings into everything I contribute to, whether a patient or an equipment. You said that, huh? Probably learned it from closure. Well, whatever. Whatever winds your whatever winds your sprocket. Whatever wins. Okay. Alright then, let's go. Gavial, what now? More dawdling? What are you going to do? It sounds like the Durin's call for help that Tomimi got might be some kind of crisis in crisis their city's facing. It might be a catastrophe. It might be a war. The letter says fire rained down from the sky and burned our quills, and a giant mushroom sprouted from the ground and blocked the sunlight, preventing the plants from growing. But it's all too abstract. No matter what the problem is, we ought to be able to tackle it. I mean, Enam and Elysium are coming too. Tackle it how? Didn't you just give me the answer? Check out my getup. I mean, I really mean it, Zumama. I haven't been this excited in a while. So you mean you're using your fists again? The usual. The usual, huh? Did someone just describe a nuke attack? It did sound like that. Time waits for no one, Zumama. Don't you want to see with your own eyes what those guys from your tribe have done to the forest? Jesus, I'm struggling at the moment. My God. I guess so. Let's get going then. It does sound a bit like the you know, the Little Mermaid music. Like like that kind of. Anyway. No need to look at this because, I mean, technically I've already done it, but I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to play it as normal just because I want to. And because it's been a while. I've got new people, so... Hello, Badger. Under the sea.
We'll be fine if we stick together.
Okay, I need this.
Solid positioning.
There we go. Anyway, so how's everyone doing? Did I... No, I didn't. Or did I? Cheat code Lappy, yep. I forgot you got Cholta, or that, though I see you don't get a new outfit, then again, a normal... Yeah, I didn't get the outfit, to be honest. I'm not sure why, I think I just didn't have the OP at the time. I mean, I'm not going to say anything, it's low level, but still. Because what did I get? I think I got... So I got Courier. I can't remember if I got, Oh, what's his name? Jay? Oh, I've forgotten his name now. The other guy, I don't know if I got his Coast Guard skin or not. I did want to, but I can't remember now. And then I got Minimalist's skin afterwards when the thing reset. So there was no story there. Okay. Oh, because it's just a story. Okay. I forgot it doesn't go through the story. I forgot it doesn't do that. That was a real close one, kiddo. You completely forgot the way here, didn't you? I'm not a kid. And I'm, just not 100% certain. Did you read the... Well, no, I basically... So the first time I played this, I was originally going to just skip through the story, play all the stages, and then go back and read the story afterwards. But then I never did. I was too low level. I didn't really get through it. So for the most part, this is basically like me playing for the first time, even though I did do the stages before, some of them. It's been so long either way. Yeah, no, I've forgotten most of the side stories, including the ones that are mentioned here, because it's been so long since I played them. I need to remember that. I need to check which side stories happened before this in order to play them before doing events, because the same thing happened before with the previous event as well. Will you believe me if I told you this event is wholesome and happy? I mean, considering the previous event, it's possible. Without a professional guide like me leading the way, how would a kiddo like you have made it through such a dangerous cave? Even I had to think twice before jumping in. In any case, why don't we take the opportunity to set up camp and get some shut-eye? If you don't know how to pitch a tent, I can help out. You serious? Is this really the time for that? The air flows smoothly here, and the area is spacious but sheltered from the wind and rain. The temperature is pretty agreeable, and it's dark enough to skip the eye mask. Just him and that priest from Syracuse are both just, like, having, eye masks. Who else does? Doesn't someone else do it? Doesn't, I've forgotten his name now. The Sancta boy, the one that can push people. I can't remember. Although I suppose most Sanctas have, eye masks anyway, so that's just them anyway. just a whole bunch of Sancta, and then there's Elysium. Enforcer, thank you. I think Elysium raises some good points, but I'm not too familiar with these field tents. No problemo. I'll show you what to do. This model's very simple, just unfold it and it's pretty much good to go. I just need to secure a few locks. You know, as far as tents go, that's probably the best thing ever. I would love that, something like that. Not that I use tense very often, but yeah, whatever. Well, you're right. Very convenient. When logistics original... Why has this word become so foreign to me? Originally. Why is that stumping me? It's weird. Yeah, I think I'm trying. Yeah, I think a part of my mind is trying to say originium, but it's just weird. Like I'm trying to say originally, but there it's just like it's like a part of me wants to elongate it. That was really weird. It's just suddenly the most basic of words just became so foreign to me. I don't understand what happened there. When logistics originally, whatever, designed this model, they specifically consulted me, the fieldwork specialist that I am. Originally. I think it's because I really pronounce the O like I would with originium. It's so weird. Or like origin, I guess. It's like, I don't know, that was really weird. I don't know why that stumped me so much. Oh, I even graciously agreed to let them name the series after me, but I'm not sure why they didn't go through with it. Gee, I wonder. Well, maybe they felt there was still room for improvement, and that this tent model wasn't worthy of my name. What a shame. They should know I wouldn't nitpick over such minor things. God, so... Tomimi, I've been hearing a lot about what a good time you've had at Rhode Island, and that's all well and good, but I have to admit, I'm having second thoughts. Wow. Do Rhode Islanders always pitch tents inside lifts? Oh. I think Elysium is an exception. I'll say it one more time. This isn't any regular old lift. This is a pride and joy of the Durin people. The super convenient Liftomatic 1, or the first, or whatever. Yes, indeedy. Makes for a great campsite. Hey! Enough of that, you two. How long will it take to get to the underground city you're talking about? Yeah, what's up with that, kiddo? We've been sitting in this lift for almost half an hour already. It's not like I'm... I can't help but wonder, were you mixed up in all those stories I heard about Gavial back in the tribe? Of course. Too often am I on the receiving end of that woman's fists. I think it might be better if you turn back. Well, it's not that often, but once every 3 weeks wouldn't be an exaggeration. Wait. Elysium might just be one of Gavial's regular co-workers, but I'm Gavial's most cherished partner, the leader of the Aquela's mightiest tribe, Gavial's will. There's almost nothing true about that second half. Wow. I appreciate your generosity and selfless help. I'm sure the city will welcome you with open arms. Hopefully your ugly-ass metal monsters on treads will come in handy. Did you say something, Stitch? Oh, not at all. I was just saying we're almost there. Nice. Oh, fuck. I'm actually going to have to pronounce it this time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Zeretza. Something like that. It's extremely rare for any surface dweller to get to lay eyes on a Durin city, let alone our beautiful... Hey! What the heck is that? A giant waterfall? It's a huge water slide. No, that's not what's important. Can't you pay some respect to that beautiful minimalistic palace in the distance with the garden? So this is a Durin city. Why do I keep saying During? I said it correctly? Jesus, okay. I wasn't even trying. I was just like, fuck it. It will come out however it comes out. I thought it would be a bit more, normal. What exactly would be normal to an underground city? Mysterious underground palaces and whatnot. That's what the magazines always talk about. Actually... I've now forgotten. Zeretza is rather unique among Durin cities, because it was built by the legendary designer standing before you. My predecessors came here with the vision to create a city of beauty and harmony, and this magnificence is a product of their philosophy. And minimalism, it's... Super spinner slide. I swear sometimes Elysium really is just like a big kid. Dylan wouldn't stop going on about how much fun Aquella was, and I didn't believe him at first, with that wicked grin on his face, but it turned out to be true. I'm gonna ask because I simply cannot remember. Who is Dylan? Is he one of the operators? Does he have another name? Have we seen him before? The pilot. Right. Okay, I was gonna say, the name did seem familiar, it's just, I just couldn't put a face to it, but that's because there isn't really a face, is there? Lancet... Huh? Okay. NPC, but he's a pilot. Okay. Oh, I want to see. We have to bring Gavial next time. I wonder if the legendary Durins are interested in doing business. Is there not a single shred of appreciation for minimalism in those empty heads of yours? What is that heap of junk in front of you? Oh, yeah, what is that heap of junk in front of you to the greatness of my work? I'm going to be completely honest with you, Minimalist. I don't actually see what is minimalistic about any of the architecture here. Like, okay, some of these buildings are a bit square. I mean, that's it. One of them kind of looks like those towers in Armor 3, but, like... Otherwise, they're all pretty... artistic, really. Especially this one down here with the nice little stuff. I suppose the pylons, the pillars holding up the dome, I'm assuming is what they are doing, or maybe they're just elevators. They're quite utilitarian. No, utilitarian doesn't mean minimalistic. Well, whatever. I shouldn't have gotten my hopes up for you people. Cave. Ah, the nice music again. Well, actually, it's all been nice music so far, but you know. Huh. It should be somewhere around here. Wasn't this cave used for, Walk in the Dust? Wasn't this where the mercenaries in that hid? Before they got killed by the sarcasm. But anyway. It was. Okay, nice. It's reaching a point now where I really am able to pick out most of the reused, images. Granny event 2. Every cave. Fair. Which one is Sertra's event? Was it used way back in Negrani? Oh, right, yeah. Some elders in a tribe mentions a giant cave beneath Aquala, but I didn't expect it to be this complex. Hello, Naja, how are you doing? Not so to prevent her operator record. Oh, okay. Seems like what Tomimi said... Where's said in this sentence? It seems like what Tomimi and the others were saying turned out to be true. Doing physically tired from walking a lot today. Fair. Hope your stream's going well. Yeah, it's going well. If the worst case scenario comes to pass, it won't just be us, Tiekwa, that are affected. Tiekwa, I don't know. And everyone in this entire region is going to be at risk. I may have forgotten about this. I may have forgotten about that. There is no way it's that serious. High Priest, what are you doing here? Naturally, I came because I sensed the two of you need my... two of you in need of help. I am the all-knowing High Priest, after all. I love that the High Priest has, like, a scarf and glasses. I forgot about the Magor. I'm also going to say now, I wouldn't have been anywhere near as surprised with the Lone Trail event had I remembered that one. So, old man, how are we supposed to get inside that legendary underground city? Don't be in such a rush, children. It's not every day you get to delve deep into the underground cave, soak in your surroundings. Good thing you didn't, yeah. that still amazes me. Just the thought of that entire nation just being led by the pheasantant. Take a look at these fluorescent plants. I'll let you in on a little secret. If you grind them into a powder and sprinkle them over a grilled fin, the flavour simply speaks for itself. And what else happens when you eat the glowy plant sprinkles? And look at these tiny fruits on the vines. Sorry, but we're a bit short on time here. Rewinding Breathe is the sorta event. Okay. Alright, I know. Do you remember the safe route coming here? If I recall correctly, it's left, right, then another right, then another left. Up, up, down, down, X, whatever. I forgot what the Konami code was. I know mushrooms are edible, but how do people tell them apart? A lot of trial and error, and ever since people have been drawing the differences. Or taking photos once they became a thing. And then 4 left turns in a row after that? That will take us right back to where we started. Really? Strange. Up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, select start. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Let me see if I can pull something else from memory. These underground passages wind to and fro. It's hard to keep things straight. Mood. Sorry. Was it right and then uphill, or was it downhill? How about the more dangerous path? You're just as impetuous as you when you were little. I would love if the dangerous path is literally like, oh yeah, straight ahead. There does happen to be a path that is somewhat dangerous, but saves more time. It's going to be like straight ahead, isn't it? See that river heading underground? Jump down. For real? The two of you should probably be fine, judging from your statures, but... You heard the man. You heard the man. You heard the man, Zumama. Get ready. And take a deep breath. Let's go. I love that. I do love that they're both as... But I would advise the two of you just follow me slowly. The thing is... Huh? Where'd they all go? See, even then I wouldn't necessarily say that's minimalistic. In any case, this is the Durin city of Zoetza. Zoetza. I feel like the way I pronounce it is going to get more and more distorted as time goes on. I think minimal as in not overly decorated. Yeah. And it's struggling to survive. I had no idea there was a place like this beneath Aquala. Zoetza has had its roots here since antiquity, but with the exception of a few adventurous idiots, we've generally had little interest in the surface world. Of course, I am an exception. So you're an adventurous idiot. Or did I read it wrong? No, but with the exception, and he is an exception. Okay. You don't care much for stories of adventure? That's right, I don't care for them at all. Stop trying to twist my words. I'm not an idiot either. There it is. That's not how I see it. Let me introduce myself once more. I am Stitch Canvas, the most distinguished architectural designer in the city. As you can see, the buildings around the city that speak most directly to the one's heart and soul were designed by none other than myself. Like that big water slide over there? My respect for you is going through the roof, Mr. Stitch. No, that's not mine. You must have designed a dome above this underground city then. It even simulates a feeling of sunlight. Incredible. Good going, kiddo. You're more than meets the eye. I imagine Tommy's been innocent about it, but I fully believe Elysium is just saying it for the sake of saying it. Have you no aesthetic taste? Are you unable to grasp what truly matters about the city? The greenery looks pretty nice. Alright, we'll need to cultivate some appreciation in you. The balconies on the back look like giant safety risks. Yes, definitely, absolutely. Although then again, like, how do you even get onto those balconies? Like, you see the wall, like there's a big ledge, there's a window. Maybe it's not a balcony, maybe it's just a very big plant pot, pretty much. Since you'll never get another opportunity like this, and I happen to have some time before my next job, I wouldn't mind showing you a place in the city that stands as quintessence of wisdom. I fucked that word up. It is my temporary residence, personally designed to bear the core of my profound philosophy. Blech. On earth are you doing, Arknights? I love it. What were they doing with this event? First you had the fanfare, just the da-da, and and now you've got transition sounds. Behold my stuff. Sorry, I thought of that movie. I will say this place looks nice. I feel like the way they do, the way they're doing this particular event is something I haven't actually seen much of since. Enam, look, what kind of store is that? A swimsuit shop? They're so cute. During clothes won't fit you, not to mention your thick tail. But please don't talk about my tail. It can't hurt to take a look, right? I feel like she's probably small enough for the tallest of Durin, maybe. Maybe it'll be a bit tight, but then most swimsuits tend to be. Founder of HG, who were architect university graduate. Oh yeah, I remember hearing some. I think that was mentioned before somewhere, as in chat. It can't hurt to take a look, right? Hey, you two. Hey! Listen, we have to bring those two back. Thanks for your patronage. What an exotic flavour. These grilled mushrooms are as unique as you'd expect. I love how Minimalist somehow thought that Elysium would be the voice of reason. Like, you can almost imagine it like in the anime where it's like, okay, we got to get them back. Looks over and there's an empty space and they have like the little outline of where he would have been. Like, you know, the blinking outline. And then he's just over there buying whatever it is. Kay's culinary tastes are top class. If the mushrooms of Aquala are not to be missed, the mushrooms beneath Aquala are to die for. Care for a bite? Don't you think you're assimilating way too easily? Isolationist person realizes how easy it is to get foreigners to like things. Ugh, my head hurts. Hang in there, brother. Don't let these little setbacks get the better of you. All our suffering and all our hardship, it all meant something. The disease has taken me. The time we spent together was pure delight. There has to be some way, I'm sure of it. What about that mystical liquid? The miracle juice that supposedly restores everyone to health? Yeah, that's right. There's still the good stuff. It might even bring back my love of life. Help us out, kind-hearted passerby. Call out that magic name with us. You, with the thick tail over there. I'm talking to you. Me? Come on, dig into your heart and shout the name with us. 3, 2, 1. Old Carl Mead. That just sounds like a beer. Gavial stew? Cut? Huh? You said the wrong line, Thicktail. Please don't call me that. Where did... Avdotya find... Oh, okay. That's, thingy. Where did Avdotia find such a strange woman? Avdotia? Hold on a sec. You aren't with old Carl Mead's fan club? Oh, that wasn't a question, that was a statement. Avdotia is the only sober-looking person in the club. Wow, they actually use sobriety as their identifying standard. What now, brother? Should we cancel our Yodel Your Heart's Desires Out event? Not a chance. The fuck is going on? You're a Liberi who came here from the surface, aren't you? As opposed to the Liberi who don't come from the surface? Fate brought us together today. Come, come. I still have another half barrel of the good stuff. What in the cult of Dionysus is this? Of course, Durin love their alcohol. I suppose they are based on dwarfs, so even if they don't look like the stereotypical fantasy ones, I guess they still have the alcohol. And now they actually carry around they actually carry around barrels of alcohol with them. Where do they even get their hands on barrels that big? This mead is the best stuff in all of Zaretza. Though there are always a few know-nothings out there who refuse to admit it. Want to give it a shot, Liberi? You won't regret it. I have to hand it to you guys. You sure are enthusiastic. All good. It's on us. You look... one look at you, and we can tell you're a gentleman of utmost distinction. Not quite sober. Just the right type to become one of us. This would be an interesting way to find out that Elysium drinks on the job. Are you saying I give off far-out vibes? That's the first time anyone said that about me. Never thought I'd be learning something new about myself here. You can count me in then. Bottoms up. You're on job. How about the ladies over there, if you don't mind? I'd like to try as well. Just a little then. Wait, come back. Why are you drinking? We still have business to attend to. Yep, there it is. I feel like I'm going to be constantly going back and forth between minimalist and these lot in terms of like, oh hey, let's own this. Oh, let's do this. Huh? You're Oh. I hope they don't know who he is. Dear citizen, I know that confronting an important architectural designer such as myself might be a little bit intimidating. But don't be fooled by the fact that these individuals appear idle. They actually have quite a bit of work to do, so if you please excuse us. Are you sure you don't want some, brother? The meat's seriously good stuff. Me? I'll pass, I don't drink. As one of the few Durins who needs his brain for problem solving, I prefer to keep my head sober. A bit of a narcissist, are you? A little bit, yeah. Ugh. Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you lifting those barrels up? Are they... Did you hear what he just said? My ears weren't playing tricks on me, right? This kid said it is never drinks? And supposedly to keep his head clear? We're in trouble, my friends. An alien has infiltrated our city. Oh, Jesus. Open your eyes, you drunkards. They look more like aliens than anything else. It's time we let this fella know just how much nonsense he's spewing. Drown him out with alcohol. Please do. Please have him absolutely wasted. Oh, hello. Harder than ice, longer than winter, more silent than tears, more futile than sighs. Inova still cannot forget the afternoon she departed. The town was like a coughing giant, exhaling rust and spitting blood. She trips and falls, but climbs back to her feet. Her steps know no pause. She doesn't ask for much. She only wants to find land without dreams, and a few moments to waste. This has got to be an Ursa story, just simply because it sounds depressing. Perhaps a cup of hot tea and a few sips of of light liqueur. Indulgence is not a sin, at least in her case. What is she after? And what is she running from? Even she does not know the answers to these questions. Okay, and then after. No need to be shy, Tomimi. It looks great on you. Just a little... Really? Hair looks nice. I love this swimsuit the moment I laid eyes on it. It's exactly my style. I must say, I've never seen a swimsuit that's literally a dress, but I suppose it's possible. The tailors here sure are something. They managed to custom make something to fit your figure so quickly. Wait, you're telling me the fight stage was because of them trying to get Minimalist drunk? Oh, that's amazing. I wish I did it all with the stages and that. Oh well. Is there something wrong with my figure? I've been working out a lot harder. Don't worry, you look super cute. Phew, that's good then. I don't want people making fun of my tail getting thicker again. And you're not going to pick out a swimsuit? I'm good. I'm more interested in the bucket head that was helping out the tailor just now. Whoa, hang on. No, okay. Okay, never mind. That... Okay, that very nearly rang alarm bells all of a sudden. Durin technology. That's some crazy good stuff. Oh no, he's flustered, he's drunk. Alarm how? Oh, when she said bucket heads, I immediately thought of the I thought of cannot, because the thing that I had just read on the previous stream referred to him as Buckethead. So it was just pure coincidence. I've never had liquor this good before. I've got to say that actually the drunk, flustered cheeks is kind of cute, not gonna lie. Cheers, brother. Let's drink to your health. A toast to our health. Long live old Carl Mead. Hey, Tomimi, about that Elysium guy. Is he actually reliable? Huh? He's there for us when the chips are down. Usually. Now that you mention it, there are Durin operators at Rhode Island, but they seem to never talk about where they came from. Do you think the Durins might be hiding something? No, I think they just don't care a whole lot. They always seem a lot more concerned about what's on the menu in the canteen. I never thought we'd get the opportunity to explore an underground Durin city. I do wonder, is it blocked off? Like, are you allowed to visit Durin cities? Or are they a special case? Or do they just really not care? Like, it's not isolationism, they just simply don't care. Like, I do wonder about that. I also wonder how similar certain aspects of the city building technology is to, say, Aegir. Just because they're both, you know, dome-shaped cities, I wonder if they have slightly similar things. Probably not, like, directly linked, but as in, like, two separate things, but similar enough because of how they need to be built, sort of stuff. It does make me wonder, because I suppose we haven't been to an Aegir city yet, so it'd be interesting to see what they look like from inside. I believe they generally don't contact outside because of how self-sufficient they are. They don't care, hence why Posse loves them. Something you'll find out rest will... Okay, fair enough. I do get the feeling, though, that they are, like, not isolationists, they just simply never have a need to talk to anyone. But if you did appear, they would be like, oh, hello, welcome. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting at the moment. We'll need to have a year event to compare the enemies. You have to find the place first, though. Yeah. You didn't drag Gavial, Zimama, and Kemar with you on vacation this time? Kemar said she wanted to practice boxing with Blaze. Gavial and Zimama went on a mission and haven't come back yet. Isn't Blaze in this event, though? I feel like I've vaguely seen her before in some of the promotional stuff. Flint. Okay. I must admit, I can't recognise Flint either. I think I've got the name somewhere in the operator list, but I don't use. Gavial's been working way too hard recently, and that worries me. Blaze isn't in this event. She was in Great Gavial's Return. Oh! I really wish she wouldn't push herself so much. I wrote them a letter before I left, telling them what you learned from Mr. Stitch, as well as what he told us. They could have taken the opportunity to go back to Aquala for a break. The three of you went and made the Great Chief without... and made me Great Chief without a second thought. And it's about time you all came back to see what I've gotten done. By the way, while you were at Rhode Island, did anybody find this Elysium guy a little annoying? Well, hey, it's a completely different experience. You, tall guy. I saw you hanging out with those mead boys just now. Listen up, that stuff's for kids. If you want the real good booze, turn your eyes towards our number 7 whiskey. Here, cheers. Oh no, he's now reached the point of drunkenness where he's just going to accept anything, isn't he? Man's is going to be on the floor after. Cheers. This aroma. It's like the rainforest after a thunderstorm. The smell of moss in an underground cave. Oh, sorry, that's just the wood cup getting a little mouldy. That's concerning. He seems to be enjoying himself. Oh, Inam, you still haven't told me about how you met Mr. Stitch. It's a bit of a long story. Great Chief, the big things you brought with you last time were really stimulating. Just standing in front of them kept me up for days. My wife's been nagging me day in, day out about how these things are going to snatch away my soul or something. We're talking about those heaps of junk from Columbia, right? Are those metal choppers that big of a deal? You bet they are. A legendary construction device. Those things are a machine of machines. Have you ever felt the joy of watching those things work right in front of you? My heart's never pounded so hard. Not even when I first met my wife. Oh dear. Huh. Guess I'll have someone stop by to put shock absorbers on your chopper one of these days. Tomimi's going to be back in a few days, so we've got to get ready to pick her up. Picking up Tomimi? I can imagine how much work that's going to take. I don't think you mean literally. It's probably about as bad as getting beaten up by a metal chopper. Who knows how many trinkets and doodads she'll bring back with her. You remember how many men we needed to grab her stuff last time? Oh, okay, no, they do know what they need, but still. Brazilian deforestation, and they love it. Ah, accurate then. At first, I thought it was a whole caravan. Tomomi's always been like that, ever since she was little, always holding whatever junk she gets her hands on. Hello, Azur. Hope you're doing well. Don't you think it's gone worse since she went to Rhode Island? I have no idea why she had to lug back that plate of sheet metal. The one Gavial put a hole through. I heard she couldn't find a piece to put it in her place at Rhode Island. Wait, who's that up ahead? What's that coming over the hill? Is it a Durin? Is it a... Sorry. Call me mad, signing up for this kind of abuse. First it was those topsy-turvy caves, now this godforsaken place. But that old man Earthart, yeah, whatever, driving up the wall, just clogs up the doorway and nags you all day. Gah, damn those stupid vines, and that accursed sunlight. I've always said artificial lighting is much better than this crap. So thirsty and tired. Can't fathom why Master would leave Zeratsa. Is he a masochist or something? A little kid? Who are you calling a kid? You're the kid. That doesn't exactly make it sound any less like a kid, my guy. Huh. You've got a pretty funny accent. Who taught to you? I taught myself. Got a problem with that? Kids ought to mind their manners and be patient with strangers. What a funny looking fella. I love that. The minimalist title. Yeah, I saw it like a little kid, question mark. What a funny what a funny looking fella. Kind of familiar though. Anyone like this been around Aquala? Did someone's kid go missing? Not a thick tail. Or a fin tail. Not a Liberi. Or a Phidia either. Wait, hold on. Could you be a Durin? What's a Durin? Can you eat it? No. Well, maybe, but no. I've only read about them in magazines, but apparently Durins are a mysterious race of people who live underground. You mean a metal crab? Maybe a metal crab. I do love this game when they do that. I love it when they change the names. No, you're the metal crab. Want to fight? Jesus, this guy really is like a middle schooler. Oh, I remember now. There was an article in... You're kidding me, right? Okay. There was an article in Stranger Things a few years ago about how the Durins were really good at making alcohol. That's something metal crabs can't do. Stranger Things, jeez. What? I hope there's artwork of a magazine cover, and I hope it has like a similar look to the logo. Just for the sake of it. At best, metal crabs might get drunk off eating fermented fruits. Ah, like monkeys and squirrels and that do. Of course, the most defining feature of metal crabs, their inability to make alcohol. Look at the event currency. Oh, I'm definitely gonna have to now. They also don't live underground. They just cover themselves with dirt. That's not what matters. Not a metal crab. Oh, what was the other event? I think there was like one or two others where they do this with someone, where they keep changing the name and then have like a question mark, and like purely for the comedy, not like normal one way they do it. I knew it. You surface dwellers are just a bunch of short-sighted egomaniacs. Says you, narcissist. Fiametta. Oh, right. Yes. Who keep running their mouths despite not knowing anything. There we go. You people who even make Durins look smart. I mean, a bit of a self-burn there. Yeah, beyond all that, though, your aesthetic sensibilities are complete trash. Hey, little Durin, I'll have you know, I'm wearing Sargon's chicest styles. There we go. Chicest. There we go. If that's your idea of chic, then that's all the proof I need that everyone up here has trash taste. What is the point in going along with aesthetic merit determined by someone else? You might as well be a lowly pleb. Great Chief, I think this kid might have a few screws loose. Need me to fix him up? Poke him with the stick. He's still got a long life ahead of him, let him be. I matured a long time ago, thank you very much. Pint-sized Durin. I love how they keep doing it. There. Please. Ugh, why am I even wasting time talking to these ignoramus? Farewell. Oh, there he goes. He stops again? If I may ask a small favour, surface dwellers, can I have some water? Better get used to it. Stitch again bullied a lot in this event. Okay, good. He seems very bullyable. I would love to do that. So the rest is pretty much what you wrote in the letter. He said that Durin City is in trouble and needs our help. At least that's what Stitch said at the time. Take a good look around us. How could this beautiful city possibly... How could there possibly be any trouble? Well, drinks here being way too good can be troublesome. Might end up under the table if you're not careful. But that would never happen to me. Cheers! God. It's probably that unsociable little rascal's roundabout way of inviting us to see his beautiful home. And I can totally understand that sentiment. Not everyone's brain is fried like yours, Elysium. Stitch stayed with us for a month, and one day he was pestering a group of Arcasuria, there we go, building a train. This is why you don't let him go alone without thorns. You also badmouth your base when you put it in... When you put in it to... Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he does tend to make, like, comments and that. He said, you folks are good enough. These bits of iron and copper you've soldered together might be able to help me. Want to come down to Sorta to have a look? So then you... Brother, mind topping me off? I'll finish yours. So you went along with it. Though Stitch was definitely exaggerating the scope of the crisis, I was actually curious to see if there's any business to be done with our underground neighbours. Good idea. If Aquala ever wants to escape its savage, brutish state, it'll need every opportunity it can get. I heard the Durins are exceptional at smelting and smithing. Okay, so they bring that into the table as well. If we could do them a favour, we might be able to get a thing or two in return. You folks won't have to get all excited over a few bits of scrap metal anymore. And I didn't expect you to be such an upstanding great chief. I thought you'd just blow all your money in the city every day. You brat, is that how you think of me? If Aquala wants to develop, the most important thing it needs is money. Doesn't matter if it's Sargonian coins, Colombian bills, or Victorian pounds. We need them all. But with Aquala's current manufacturing output, some shoddy handmade products, a bit of unrefined ore, we barely have enough money for people to live decently, let alone think about getting rich. Luckily, you don't have to worry about how the city defines living decently. That said, there's a difference between money and wealth. Sitting on a stack of money doesn't accomplish anything, but once you get it into circulation, then it becomes wealth. Heh, quite a lot of people need to read that line. Aquala is already on the up and up, but to become even better, it needs opportunity. For example, a technological partnership with the Durins. This is a bit beyond me. All I know is, whenever I run into a problem, I throw some arts at it. If that doesn't work, I can always whack it with my staff. That's the Gavial's Will way of life. Of course it is. Even after working with Rhode Island for so long, you still can leave your roots behind, huh? Can't, rather. But, the best I can do is some tinkering around the edges. For Aquala to truly develop, we still need a leader. Vietnam, aren't you already the great chief? A leader is someone who can truly unite the Tioqua. Am I going to do that? A little too troublesome for me. I'd rather go shopping in the city. I like the way you think. I'm quite fond of shopping myself. Of course you are. You look like someone who'd go through every single shop in the mall. But nothing beats the great outdoors. By the way, I haven't seen our little motor-mouth friend in quite some time. Did he sneak off somewhere? Yeah, he was being chased. It seems like it. I'd assume he went to set something up. Oh, right, but since we're right in front of the big water slides, it wouldn't hurt to enjoy our vacation first, right? I think the anise operators at Rhode Island have been have a thing for this. It goes something like, the host plans and the guests follow? I think that means, since the host isn't here, we can do whatever we want. That sounds like the opposite of what, but still. Well said. I'll drink again to that pearl of wisdom. You've had enough. Fucking blushing, god. Okay. Race you to the foot of the slide, my friends. Unless he was really getting used to the Durin lifestyle a bit too quickly. Finally shook off that rabble of drunkards. You're telling me we're not getting a really drunk... Oh, okay. I'm disappointed. That's why I can't stand these soulless Durins. What are these idiots wasting their precious lives on? I've only been away for a month, and Zaretta already turned into a terrible eyesore. Damn it, I never should have come back. And for those stupid surface dwellers. Gah! As long as they can build me a railway bridge that won't collapse, I suppose I can compromise my standards a bit more. Stitch? You really came back to us. Word was going around about a teetotaler during Wandering Zeretsa. I knew it had to be you. He said he doesn't drink ever, so I feel his alcohol tolerance is going to be crap. It would still be funny seeing him get super drunk. Edge of heart. You're never going to leave me alone, are you? Where have you been all this time? I was running all over looking for you. I wore out my old bones searching around that cave-in. Your old bones are harder than rock. I, on the other hand, nearly died. Don't tell me you went to the surface. What, you got a problem? I can't believe you did that, Stitch. You're too gutsy for your own good. I never imagined you'd actually manage to do something useful. Hurry, let me see what your fancy goodies you brought back. Wow. I love this so much. The network of caves above the lift is way too hard to navigate, and I have no clue where my map went. Nobody's been up in years. You remember bringing me a souvenir, right? Or maybe some exotic ore specimens. Some fermentable surface plants. The latest issue of Stranger Things. God. The ones they have at the library that are all out of date. You know, I know when they refer to Stranger Things, they're referring to a magazine. It has literally nothing to do with the show of the same name. But every single time it reads me, it hits me in the same way as that one Resident Evil animation where they start talking about Breaking Bad. Like, just out of random. No, how should I put this? I brought a few people back. Huh? Thus she decided. She decided on Old Carl Mead. That's not good enough. Maybe the product placement should come a bit earlier. Let me revise that a bit. Cheaper than cheap, crazier than crazy. If you need a place to cut loose, have a great time and, of course, enjoy a sip of some soul-soothing mead, look no further than Zeretsa and our famed Old Carl Mead. Good, concise, straightforward, and lavish in praise. The client should be satisfied with this, hopefully. I just realized she had a typewriter crossbow on her. That's probably the that's probably what, you know. That's probably what she's using to write. Okay, so I'm going to start with story first. Oh, it does before and after. Oh, because I did win. I forget that it's to check. Yes. Photocopies of Stranger Things. Okay. How do I check the currency? I've never actually looked. I didn't know event currency had a description. Stage reward. Nope, not that one. This one. Photocopies of Stranger Things. Photocopies of a gaudy magazine, the contents preposterous, yet well loved by Duran far and wide. Can be used at the Leaping Gloompincer market to trade with Duran for supplies. The pages retain handwriting of all shapes and sizes, the amount even serving to tell you how often the magazine's changed hands. Most of it's meaningless scrawls, but flashes of wisdom are scattered throughout. Nice. Oh, nice, I can get it more tokens, because I can't remember if I thingied him or not. Any stage. You know what? I completely forgot that they're there. I don't know how. There's this one proverb Blaze always pulls out. How did it go again? Yeah, okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that hears the Under the Sea or just Little Mermaid in general. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. That's the one. I have a conjecture. You rainforest folk have the terrible misfortune of living in that dump, so you've been compensated with extremely good luck in other areas. Whatever explanation is there as to why you lot haven't gone extinct yet, it doesn't make any sense. Like magnifying glass. Okay, I'll have to make sure to remember that. It proves our way of life is good for keeping us alive. High Priest, what are the Durin cities like? I don't remember. A little too boring to talk about. I spent some time in the underground world a century or so ago, and the only thing I can remember is that it was a nasty place chock full of imbeciles. Less interesting than watching a Reginium slug sleep by the river. Though, you young kids ought to experience things on your own. You need to have the kind of drive and ambition that I did. By the way, turn left at the next junction and don't jump down. How much longer, High Priest? Good question. There's no end to the road called life. No matter how far you've come, you can only keep moving forward. Plus, there's a geezer like me watching over you. Oh, if you meant how far we are from the city, if you could drop right through the rocks like I can, you need to go down another 500-600 meters. Dimama, how the hell did you put up with this guy for so long? He won't shut up. He's usually not as noisy around the machines. Does this chainsaw blade count as a machine? No manners. Would you look at that? Works like a charm. There. This is it. We're here. The Great Aqua Pit? Let's set aside the Durin's naming sense for now. This water park already looks pretty insane from a distance, but it's even more incredible up close. This is how Durins live all the time? I swear, that moment just took 10 years off my lifespan. What did I just see? Okay. Well, that happened. Cowabunga! Your avatar spasmed for a second and a mouth. Oh, that's because I was, I face palmed, so the tracker goes haywire because it can't lock onto my face. When did he change into a swimsuit? Elysium, please be careful. Oh. Why does Elysium's swimsuit look like something out of a Greek epic? Was that really so fun worthy? It just took me by so much surprise. It's just like, huh? I gotta admit though, I do appreciate how much is being shown. Anyway, well, that was a close one. Are you alright? Don't spill your drink. You didn't spill your drink, did you? Well, that's weird. How'd you surface dwellers end up down here? Never seen you people around before. I'm so glad it's a buyable skin. It is? Ooh. Oh yeah, I read that bit already. And this guy looks about as stupid as a Durin. Where? I love how all the Durin are self-aware enough to know that yes, they are indeed dumb. Hello, sir. We were invited here by Stitch Canvas. He said, he wanted us to help him with a little favour. Stitch Canvas, huh? Would you look at that? He actually came back. I thought he was going to say goodbye to the city for good. Just like that respectable teacher of his. As much as I'd like to offer you to our famous Durin hospitality, welcoming folk that we are, I sadly can't while Stitch is running around causing havoc and ignoring all our ways. Oof. Let me introduce myself first. I'm Catch Lightrace, this city's design representative. I feel like the During naming convention is just like fancier versions of Salviento. Like, what are these random assortment of words? Like, it's basically just Salviento naming, but with the surname. The city's design representative. I love how, like, some of these people are... It's weird. It's weird how all of the, like, characters of note, let's just say, that are Durin, are all taller than just the regular, like, faceless During NPCs. But it also kind of just gives the vibe that they just get shorter and shorter as they age as well, because all of the other ones just look older. No need to be nervous. I'll be over in no time. What is the meaning of this? Did the atmosphere just get a little weird all of a sudden? I can't handle all these people trying to toast me at the same time. That's not what they're doing. Are you guys trying to pick a fight? I'm not afraid of you, shorties. You're gonna get a taste of the combat skills Gabriel taught me. Phew, take a sturdy stance and put your hips into it. Come at me. What is she doing? Is she going to clobber us with her stick? Yeah, stay away from me. Hey, what are you people doing? Stop, I tell you. Huh? I thought we were going to fight. You... let's not pretend that what you were doing were not even a little slightly bit threatening. Okay, never mind. Oh no, the strongest skill in the game. Please, no! Why would Tyranids do such a pointless thing? Put your weapons away and come with me. Ahem. Citizens of Zoetsa, this is the quarter's 400... This is this quarter's 417th referendum. Jesus. Wait, as in 417 referendums within the span of 3 months. If there's an adult Durin who are usually 140 centimeters, I have a feeling their children are usually even smaller. You'd think, and I would assume so as well, but like, I don't know, it's weird. It seems as though the younger characters all look taller. Maybe it's just because of design-wise and you have to make them a little bit bigger in order to be more detailed or something. Maybe it's just that. 400... Hang on. How many days are there in a month? 30? Let's just go with 30 on average, just in case, because not all days have 31. Or is it the other way around? Do most days have 31? Yeah, let's just do 31. So 31 times 3. 93. 417? 417 divided by 93. Basically, 4 to 5 referendums a day. That's got to be tiring. We're actually calculating. Yeah, I mean, I just needed to know. I mean, yikes! I hope they've got like some sort of app or something that they can just do it. But I mean, if they're going like in one spot, doing that okay, never mind. I'm not going to dwell on it. It ain't my problem. Also, point of view, Switzerland. Because if I remember correctly, they're the only democracy that actually does, like, vote for everything. Following our previous vote on this month's general background music... Okay. We decided on the colour of our streetlights for the next week during last referendum. Now we must answer a new question. I kind of like the idea that the music we're currently listening to now, or the assortment of music that we're listening to throughout the event, is because they chose it. Since this question isn't particularly important, the individuals here today are enough of a quorum to represent Zuretsa, whatever. Today's question is: Zuretsa has welcomed welcomes new guests. Should we accept them or not? What guests? Topsy-turvy Durin. Now they're the headcanon I can agree with. This event is going to break. I feel like this event's going to break me, but not in the way that these Arknights events normally do. I heard something about a guy who doesn't drink. No, it's these ones standing right in front of us. Cheers, brother. Isn't it crazy that there's a Durin out there who doesn't drink? Yeah, that's totally crazy. Cheers. God. Elysium's just having a time of his life. Let's finish chugging this barrel. God. Then we can go play in the water. I love how the Durin are so small, yet they can clearly handle the alcohol a lot better than other folk. That's my assumption anyway. I assume they can handle the booze better than a regular person can. But it's just they're so small. Normally it wouldn't work that way. Make sure to keep those eyelids peeled. You have to see what us surface dwellers can do. Tamimi, sorry if I sound like a broken record, but are you sure everything's alright at Rhode Island? Probably? You're always welcome to come back if things aren't working out. Be careful, don't underestimate the amount of damage a bad environment can do to you. Hurry up, Catch! We've got a lot of stuff to take care of. Brother, have you ever heard of a sport called surfing? Surfing, you say? That might as well be my middle name. Objection! Oh. This guy can't be trusted. Ah, yeah, I knew things weren't going to be that simple. Hey you, drunk Liberia over there. I like it as am as well, and now they must be talking to you, because I certainly am drunk. Not a bit. I am talking to you, guy with the stain, I don't know. Alright, what do you want? You'd better come out and pick a side. Noble mead or lame-ass whiskey? We of the Old Carl Mead fan club graciously welcome you into our fold, and now you're hanging out with these hoity-toity whiskey sippers. That was a mouthful. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. Not too long ago, we had our arms over each other's shoulders, shouting "Long live Mead" together. But I turn around for a second and you go off with those uppity kids? I think they're both great. Oh, no you don't. We don't take kindly to fence-sitters around here. You're a joke. You can't know what's good and what's bad without a point of reference. Isn't that right, brother? There's nothing to be afraid of. Speak your mind and let the words of praise flow for our great whiskey. That is, if you want to stay in Zwitzer. Hey, stop threatening him, you despicable whiskey sipper. I don't know which is worse, arguing over political ideal or arguing over third alcohol. Same weird way to call what is in German a Bierkrug, beer mug. Okay, oh, those big ones, like the double pint sized ones. Like PlayStation and Xbox all over again. I completely forgot that. Does that still happen? Do those console war things still go on? Or are both sides just equally miserable about their own shitty products now? Also, in case it wasn't obvious, I am clearly PC by what I just said. Hey, stop threatening him, you despicable whiskey sipper. Yeah, you Mead's baby stuff. Might as well drink out of a bottle. I mean, to be fair, she does have a point. Mead is a lot less alcoholic than whiskey. It depends, basically. Do you want to drink for a long time and not get too drunk too quickly? Or do you want to have some really good but really strong stuff? Let's throw down in front of the big cask. In front of the big cask tonight, then. Walk the walk if you talk the talk. You want to see you can chug more of your baby's brew? You have my attention. Wait, stop right there. The referenda we hold in the forum are sacred. Talk about drinking somewhere else. Raise your hand and let your vote be known. The minority obeys the will of the majority. That is the eternal lodestar of Zuetza. Begin the counting of votes. Twitter's currently on another meltdown since Microsoft announced some exclusives might be going to PlayStation. Oh no? Question mark? Yeah, he is so much taller, Jesus. I know he's on a raised platform as well, but even still. Okay, there we go, kids are smaller. Jesus, how tiny would they be? They'd have to be like, you know, reception, like year 1, year 2 height, probably. What a number. You know what, with 417 within the span of 3 months, it wouldn't surprise me if you only have like 3 or 4 people attend to these things. If you're raising your hand, then I'm not. I'm raising my hand whether you like it or not. Piss off. Just wait till we get to the water slide. I'm gonna splash your brains out. With what? That ridiculous technique of yours? Alright, not bad. A solemnly conducted vote. What in the world does this count as in what world does this count as solemn? Oh my god, I really like this. I gotta say, I do like his design. I like that it's similar enough to the regular Durin NPC clothing, but unique enough to tell us that this is a different person. Well, I mean, obviously anyway, just with everything else, but you get what I mean. Like, fashion-wise. It's like a fancier version of what the rest are wearing, is what I mean. The votes have been counted, and the results are clear. The people of Zoetza have made their decision. Play to your heart's content, surface dwellers. Cheers! By the way, I welcome you as an architect. That gorgeous edifice sitting atop of the lake is my pride and joy. You're welcome to play your hearts out beneath it. There we go. You're talking about that great aqua pit over there. I didn't come up with the name. It was something that we all voted on. They did the Boaty McBoat face. Oh, this song. Haven't heard it in a little while. Did they tack more stuff onto the Great Aqua Pit? It looks even more hideous than last time I saw it. Yeah, now that I think about it, they do pretty much all of the regular NPCs and some of the extra ones do have like beer bellies, which I suppose makes sense. There's a that's Catch's masterpiece, you know. You really shouldn't badmouth it in front of him. He's not worthy of my constructive criticism anyway. Did I just say criticism? Or rather, there's no way to fix it in the first place. That malformed, twisted structure, just looking at it makes me want to pass out. How can people of Zoetza continue to suffer him as a design representative? No, Scarf, stop. Wonder who is more chaotic, Durin or Sancta? Better question. Durin and Sancta. Let's put them together and see what happens. Probably because folk really love playing on Big Slide. If I were calling the shots, you'd use beton brute to construct an array of squares. You still don't know me well enough, Edge. I'd just put a long, narrow strip of concrete there. Minimalism is beauty. Huh? What about the slide, then? I suppose there wouldn't be any harm in slanting it a little. Bruh. I fear seeing a drunk Thancta. You know what? We need this to happen. Someone in Hypergriff needs to get these two races together for something. And just watch it happen. Just let the event write itself. Get Exu drunk. Oh god. Yeah, no, it has to be like that. It does have to be like that group of Sancta as well, like Exu, and then the others like Mostima and what's the face Lemon. Just that would be funny. Back to the issue at hand. There don't seem to be any major issues with the dome right now, but I'm still worried. Since the earthquake over 6 months ago, the leak that sprung in the dome has been getting worse and worse. Is that idea... Oh, is that your idea of no major issues, rather? I'm just telling you what people of Zretsa think. The water flow increased, makes for a more stimulating experience. The temperature control stopped working. Even better, just means summer's not over yet. As for the originium detection system, well, no active originium layers have been detected near Zretsa for over 2 decades. A short-sighted bunch. So you... I'm not fixing it. What's worth saving about this cheap rickety dome? I've said it 1,000,000 times. Were you not looking for a solution when you first went up to the surface? Were you not thinking about ways to restore the dome? Absolutely not. I was just trying to hide from you because you won't shut up. Now that's a little harsh, isn't it? Just a few months ago, I was voted into the top 100 list of Zretsa's nicest elders. Alright, enough of that. I know you're concerned about the state of the dome. But if Catch can't even solve the issue with the dome's integrity, then forget occupying the design representative's seat. You should get the hell out of Zretsa. If we're just talking outcomes, there shouldn't be any safety concerns regarding the dome at this point. We can leave the temperature control system alone, since our beloved citizens are having a good time anyway. After they get tired of it, maybe they'll raise their hands and decide to turn Zretsa into a walk-in freezer. As for that originium detection system, if you ask me, it was never that reliable to begin with. But since you've been chasing me around everywhere, I assume that's what you're most worried about. I do plan for it, actually. It'd be better for us to rebuild the railway bridge that was damaged by the earthquake, re-excavate the collapsed tunnels, and directly install the originium detection instruments there for more accurate readings. From the very beginning, the dome was over-engineered to try to do too many things at once. You'd rather take a massive detour like that than actually work on the dome? Look, even if Finch up and left without saying anything, that's still your work. That's still your work together, master and pupil. We're done here, okay? Not before I actually get mad, Edge. I literally just read that as Madge, like the meme. Fine. Right now, the problem of originium detection takes top priority. I picked up a few people on the surface who will probably come in handy. Their hodgepodge of skills is likely enough to repair Zretsa's railway. Now, we only need to... Pardon the interruption, but are those handy people from the surface you're talking about... Wait, did I not read that right? Oh yeah. Is that one flying through the sky right now? Huh? Please have artwork. Damn it. It's got to be Elysium. Yep, there it is. Well, hey! When you, Zimama, and Kamir first joined Rhode Island, I didn't think much of it. But now I've seen this guy. Be honest with me, Tomimi. Is it really that easy to swindle a paycheck out of your company? I love how critical she is of Rhode Island. It's so amazing. To be fair, she's just saying what I've been thinking for ages now. I just look at them and I'm like, what in the D&D party is this company? Elysium is actually a skilled guide and communication specialist. Well, anyway, maybe this is who he really is. Here's the sweet fruit you wanted. Thank you. How should I pay? Or rather, how do you buy all that stuff before? I told the nice tailor, Granny, a few stories about Gavial, and she was so happy she gave me the clothes for free. Is that the reason why the magazines are the currency? Because it's basically just whatever they appreciate? Is it like a bartering system? As for me, drinks were covered by my good friends from the fan club. Okay. And they put the food on Stitch's tab. Nice. More like a mother disagreeing with her daughter's boyfriend. You know, it definitely sounds like a parent who's not fond of the work that they're in. It's like, yeah, you should have done this instead. Like that sort of thing. I guess you'll probably survive, no matter where you get tossed. That's one of the qualities of a professional guide. Go ahead and put our drinks on Mr. Stitch's tab as well. He won't mind. Just later on, Minimalist is just going through like bills and checks and it's like, I have never ordered 15 whiskies before. You got it. That guy's stingier than you think. Here, let me pay for those drinks. I'm quite proud of this amusement park after all. Naturally, I hope you'll have a great time. Mr. Light Race, do you and Mr. Canvas know each other well? Porn Carver's tab. Please don't, I don't have much. Depends on what you mean by well. When we were young, we ran into each other a lot. Since we were competing, we've gone head to head over several projects, some of which I won, some which he won. The only project neither of us could secure was this dome above our heads. We both have ideas for how we'd like to improve Zuetcha's iconic dome, and what did I say? Zuetcha? I don't know, I'm losing the plot here with this name. And for a few years we practically met every day. During the referendum meetings, we both worked hard to prove that our respective ideas for the dome renovation were better. But in the end, neither of us managed to win over a majority of Zuetcha's population. After all, the dome is the legacy of Master Finch, the design representative who came before me. And Stitch, as his student, is also... Forget it. There are some things I'm not meant to say. You'd better off asking him yourself. Catch my dear bro. God, Jesus, okay. Why is someone as young as you talking like a withered old man? When we were young? Come on. Have you not realised yet, Lithium? Just follow Lithium's lead. Keep your heart pure and face life with a smile instead of lamenting days bygone. Come, enjoy a drink with us. What is that name? Okay, Liberia Man, your extra large barrel of ice cold beats the heat ale is here. Wow, okay. Help yourselves, everyone. Our good friend Catch wants us to have a good time, so how could we possibly disappoint his expectations? So, my good brother, mind if I order some more? The folks from the fan club aren't paying for the other drinks, and there's still much I want to try. What have you gotten yourself into? Are you sure you're not doing on stilts? Elysium with just 3 Durans in a trench coat. Are there any other ads I have to write? Oh, right. How should I describe the feeling of this long-leaf dew rolling down my throat? How ought I How ought I praise it without using words so pedestrian? 'Tis as if I could swallow a cloud or pluck a string of spring rain's pearls. 'Tis as if I could feel the falling of winter's last 2 snowflakes. Where'd say what? What did I say? Pedestrian. As in... If you're pedestrian... So a pedestrian is someone who walks, as in walking on the side. The pavement. But sometimes when they say so pedestrian, they typically mean like slow and whatever. I don't know. I've heard it used before and I've never quite understood the context. They probably have no idea what falling snowflakes are, so maybe I'll go with a more enduring metaphor. 2 super frosty fruit-flavoured ice cubes fall into a marvellous explosion of flavour. Oh, there's the, there's the 2 fruit-flavoured ice cubes, I guess. Just drop. Oh, that hurts. High Priest was right, we really shouldn't have jumped down. Wait, did you just jump down like 500 meters? Isn't that how far he said it was? It's been a real long time since I felt my bones were going to fall apart. Probably the last time we fought. Yeah, and now I think I'm starting to hallucinate about fruit-flavoured ice cubes and rum. I think it might be an after effects of our fall. The tier is built different, yeah. They took a page from Blaze. Blaze would probably love it here with all of the booze. Huh? Why is there a Lupo sleeping here? She was not sleeping just a moment ago. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, the 2 fruit-flavoured ice cubes landed on top of her. So much for thick thighs save lives. I think they ended the life today. The thick thighs are going for manslaughter. Do you think this might be our fault? Probably not, right? Think I should treat her? Oh, that's a fate worse than death. Did you bring your medical kit? Dr. Calcit once said a true master of medicine can resolve most problems with her bare hands. That doesn't mean punching. Did she now? Well, I don't remember her exact words, but that's the gist of I took from it. Alright, where to start? Oh, she's awake. I haven't even gotten started yet. Are you alright? Oh, my head's still spinning. Sorry, I think the 2 of us might have bumped into you earlier. Just splat. Just fell from the top of a very high spot, just smack. No, we bumped into you. Need me to inspect you? Oh. What are you doing here? Come again? How did you 2 find this place? Mind if we ask for directions? Do you know if there's a magical underground city here, or something like that? You came from the surface. Weird thing to say. You didn't? We heard something terrible was about to happen underground, so... You finally come, surface dwellers. Naturally, those who come with chainsaw and axe in hand can only spell calamity for this pure garden. The beast of civilization finally sheds all pretense of hiding its razor-sharp fangs, bearing its gigantic maw before us. I see, that makes sense. A wild beast with a huge mouth and razor-sharp teeth. Don't worry, I'll handle this. No, she was talking about you. Huh? No, that was a rhetorical flourish. Oh dear. As long as the thing's less than 10 meters wide, I'm confident I can take it clean. Take it down clean. Perfect timing too, since I've been itching to get a good workout. Mind showing us the way, Miss Lupo? Is it over there? Maybe it'll be faster if we keep jumping down. Oh, God. These 2 are amazing. Stop, surface dwellers. The blood on you will... Don't worry. I know how to control my strength. It's not going to splatter all over the place. 2 brain cells. I think you're being a little bit too generous there. Zumama, ready ready for round 2? Right behind you. Hold on tight, Miss Lupo. You can trust Gavial. She's an expert when it comes to fighting. Actually, there's another way. Hey! Oh, Jesus. I think I'm just going to go straight through the story. How far is it? I mean, yeah, so I'll probably just keep going through the story. I'll play the bits. Unless you guys want to see it, then I'll do it, but I'll just read the stories up until the point where I have to play the stages. Thank you, Tomimi. I'll definitely return the favor once we get back to Rhode Island. I'm not sure I make a very good lookout, but I'll give it my best shot. Alright, time for a taste. Current meat has a rather strange bite to it, but... Mr. Elysium, what's wrong? Are our friends looking for us? You have to tell them I'm not drinking somebody else's liquor. It's Mr. Stitch. Took me long enough to find you people. Speaking of which, what's this guy doing here? Yo, Stitch. Oh, I love it. Yo, Stitch. How many years has it been since we saw each other? How awful of you. I bet you haven't even gone to see my great... I bet you haven't even gone to see my great aqua pit. Talk about timing, though. Now that you're here... Yeah, we should we head down there together? The surfing area is amazing. I wouldn't mind releasing the flow valve on the water slide while no one's looking. Let you experience true... Thanks, but no thanks. I've got business to attend to. Everyone with me. If you're done enjoying yourselves here, it's time to get to work. Stitch, why are you always in such a hurry? We've got all the time in the world, so why don't we... You might have all the time in the world, but I don't. Unlike design representative Catch here, full of vim and vigour, I am an oropathy sufferer, with only a few years left. Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant. What I was trying to say is, we ought to sit down and talk things through, maybe resolve some old misunderstandings. Listen, Catch. If recognition is what you're after, you've already You've already won the hearts of Zaretza's citizens. My opinion doesn't matter. If you're trying to cement your legacy, you might as well build a super water cannon or something. Maybe even paint it red or pink. I won't stop you, there we go. Just don't waste your breath on me. I'll never be able to compliment your architecture in good faith. Let's go, surface dwellers. I'll tell you about my plans. Wait, Stitch, hear me out first. Please just shut up and listen to him. Anyway, let me offer you a word of advice. Stay away from me. We have our own paths to follow. Why don't we talk about that super water cannon you just mentioned? When you have a minute, if you've got me interested. Bruh. You know, it's just... At some point, I'm probably just going to give up and start calling it anything random that I see. Like, you know, I'll call it Zuman. I'll call it, like... I'll call it Huerta. Like, in Spain. I'll probably call it Zealand at some point. Like, eventually, I'm just going to give up and just start reading it however it appears in my mind as I see it. But before that, did any of you just hear something? Worcestershire. The merry band of drunkards must be doing something stupid again. No, that's not it. Wait, could it be from the dome? There's no way. Have some faith in the quality of my engineering, will you? Look at that. The feeling of freefall. Wind rushes loudly past my ears. Some weirdos at Rhode Island can't seem to get enough of this sensation. I don't understand them at all. As for me, there's only one reason I'd ever jump from a height like that. To solve a problem. Fists, staves, or axes, anything goes. You solve a problem by finding the bad guy and beating him down. Nice and simple, right? That's gotta be Gavial talking, surely. No matter what I'm facing. Yep, there it is. Even if my axe breaks, my staff splits, and my hands can't make fists anymore. All that matters is I get it done. Ah, that's bright. Doesn't matter to me if there's an evil plot, wild beast, mushroom, natural disaster, or some nasty thing. I'll crush it. There it is, yep. Hey, Gavial, something doesn't quite seem right. Look down there. Hmm? Hey, don't make me repeat myself. Unhand me this instant. Oh, sorry about that. What the hell is all this? A waterfall? And a slide? Did they fall and land on a slide and slide down? That'd be... Yahoo! God. Yo, Gavial, what took you so long? Welcome to the Durin's Great Aqua Pit. I keep wanting to say armpit. I hate that it's called an aqua pit. Because every single time I see that, I see the A and I see pit, and my mind fills in the rest. Huh? They came in through the waterfall hole. Yeah, I know, but the waterfall hole goes down into the slide, so I was wondering if they went through a little bit more than that. What? Gavial, it's all my fault. Tomimi. So, let me get this straight. There's no giant, horrible monster and no fire or mushrooms raining from the sky? Elysium called it a rhetorical device. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. Well, what what Tomimi said wasn't altogether false. The Durins are having a crisis of some sort. Though it's not immediately obvious. That is what Mr. Stitch said. There's a reason for what I do. Is there? So, what kind of stunt are you uppity surface folks trying to pull here? We made her angry. You just broke into Zwetz's brandishing a huge axe, and now you're claiming to be helping the Durins? What a joke. The Durin people are perfectly capable of solving their own problems, as if they ever ask for help from any high and mighty surface dwellers. What's more, all that filth and nastiness you carry on you is enough to besmirch our little patch of paradise down here. Aren't you a Lupo? Aren't you also from the surface? I've abandoned everything I was once up above. Now I am only a citizen of Zwetsa. Therefore, I believe I speak for all citizens of Zwetsa when I ask you to be gone from this city. Yeah, about that. If you want to be stubborn about it, I don't mind kicking you out by other means. Calm down, Avdotya. Avdotya, there we go. I brought them here. Stitch, I didn't know you were back. I don't know what you're trying to do, but as someone who used to be one of them, I urge you to give it up. Relying on surface dwellers will only bring ruin to Zwetsa. Zwetsans have never seen real greed, a real scheme. Avdotya, the people already voted to let them stay. I have no problem overturning that result with another referendum. It all depends on how the Durins see them. But if push comes to shove, and you surface folk bear the weapons of violence and bloodshed as you always do, then I will hunt you to the bitter end. This is the exact opposite of the animated trailer where Gabrielle is using her chainsaw for literally everything, and she's just watching in amusement. With amusement, rather. Yeah, you're not making any sense. The whole thing's just a misunderstanding. I heard Aquala's underground neighbours needed help, so I came to lend a hand, that's all. Helping them is helping us. Oh yes, you showed up at your neighbour's house with a chainsaw. I'm sure you're just trying to help me fix the table leg. I'm sorry, could you use that huge axe to help me cut some fruit? Don't try to pull a fast one on me. I've seen a kindly messenger transform into the image of wickedness in a blink of an eye. The pursuit of profit and lust for conquest is in the nature of all surface dwellers. You might be able to deceive my good-natured Durin friends, but you can't trick me. I'm all too familiar with the venom behind your honeyed words. Believe it or not, this axe is just for self-defense. But if you think you have to solve this with violence, then I'm more than glad to rumble with you. Hey, you there, with the axe. You're badass. Huh? Oh, thanks. Avdotya, you're the best. I've only ever seen you scribbling in your notebooks. I never knew you had this side to you. What side? How far did you come from? How did it feel to jump down? How come nobody's ever thought of that before? Jumping off the top of the waterfall. Please, don't do that. No. Don't try that at home. Are these two your friends? Look at you, keeping secrets from us. You never told us you had such cool friends. They might be dangerous. We can't... Can you ask her to take me up there with next time? Avdotya, did you bring anything back from your last trip? Maybe some more of that fruit from last time? We haven't seen each other in... haven't seen each other for hours. Let's toast to our reunion. It's only been hours? My god, the Durin are like the epitome of ADHD. Yeet. Wait, hold on. Where did that one come from? I barely noticed the third one just then. Hey lady, your name is Gavial, right? Can I touch your axe? Is it heavy? It's not too bad. You got a minute, Gavial? There's a super secret to having fun in the great aqua pit. I'm sure you'll give us the biggest, flashiest splash ever. Here's my address in Zwetsa. If you're not busy, swing by tomorrow for one hell of an ale rager. There we go. Oh, is that where they're doing the seeing which drinks the best or whatever? Why wait for tomorrow? Let's start today. I like the sound of that. This really is just short people Laterano with less explosions. Lithium, shush. You're here on business. But still, the blushing, it's cute. Me too, my good Sir Catch. Bring us another bottle, God. What's up with these Durins? Did they get bitten by a lithium or something? That's a look, Tom and me. Something on your mind? Gavial will always be Gavial. No matter where she goes, she captures all the hearts and minds. Laterano, but switch plastic explosives for rock and stone. The way I see it, it's just a band of dumbasses attracted to the biggest, loudest dumbass. Some people just have that kind of magnetism. So this is the Gavial the Invincible that people of Aquala keep talking about. What's she jumping off the waterfall for? Did you plan this? No, but I suppose trouble comes in threes. To Mimi, I'm surrounded. Give me a hand. Coming! It's too rowdy here. Let's move somewhere else. Oh, I really like these people. So you're the Durin. While I was in Naquella, your name was on everyone's lips, Gavial. Then tell me, what exactly is this crisis that Zoetsa faces, and how will it affect Aquella? That, to be honest, is extremely complicated, involving multiple layers including geography, geology, sociology, and more. Let's start peeling back those layers. The most difficult part is, we can't discuss this topic without delving a little into the literature first. Like Tomimi, I also borrowed a few rhetorical tricks. In other words, what you told us was an exaggeration? I wouldn't call it an exaggeration, I just, was looking at things from a more macro-historical level. As Terra's crust changes over millions of years, there is indeed a high probability that the entire rainforest will sink into the ground. Can I beat the snot out of this little runt? By all means. Wait, hold on. I do truly need your help though, and this matter is critically important to Zoetsa. Let's look at this from a business standpoint. Surely you've seen it too. Durin technology will definitely come in handy in the rainforest. The Aqualans won't have to treasure a few discarded laves. If you're telling the truth, I assure you, I'll answer any technical questions the people of Aquella might have. Assuming you can even understand my answers. What was that? I said if you don't understand at first, I'll try to explain things as best I can. Sure. Let's cut to the chase then. What exactly are you trying to do? It's very simple. Help me convince the others to repair the railway bridge connecting the city. It was damaged in the last earthquake. That way, Zoetsa can relocate its originium detection devices without tossing out this entire damned dome. And I can be free of that old man's constant nagging. By the way, feel free to blow up a certain oversized slide blocking the railway bridge. That'd be killing two foul beasts with one stone. No, free. Mr. Stitch, why do you have to build an entire railway instead of just repairing the dome? It'd be a shame to blow up the slide. Everyone voted to leave the hole there and build a great aqua pit. Moreover, repairing the dome poses a series of esoteric technical problems which won't make sense to the likes of you. As such, we have to hold a new referendum to get our plan approved. I'd rather not. I like the slide myself, and it would be a damned shame to blow it up. Given how handy you Durins are, why do you need us Aqualans to help you fix the bridge? Fine, there's no harm in telling you. The designer who proposed the plan to rebuild the railway bridge, I will naturally be put in charge of if the proposal passes. However, have you seen the blueprint for the railway bridge? I saw it back when I was in school, and it couldn't deviate any more from my ultra-minimalist design philosophy. That dense wiring, that ugly skeleton frame. So I slept through every single one of my railway bridge design classes. So, you have no idea how to build a railway bridge at all? Bruh. No, I hate to admit it, it is my one shortcoming. Oh no, you've got plenty of those shortcomings. You're also short. That is why I'm enlisting the aid of all skilled Aqualans subcontracting this important project to you. So, how about it? A flawless solution, wouldn't you say? Durin society must be incredibly tolerant to allow a little shit like him to live this long. Hey, what do you mean by that? Alright, since Zumama is here, she can probably fix up the bridge in no time. Huh? Where'd she go? Oh hey, robot. I knew it, it wasn't just my imagination. Warning. Get over here, little fella. Bogey, danger. Initiating evasive maneuvers. Hey, stay put. Alright, don't need to do that one. This one. I think what I'll do is, once I reach stage 6, I'll go back and do the stages, just so that, you know, there's a bit of gameplay. But that'll be later. That'll be like the next time I stream. So these 3. And how is it? That is 1, 2, 3. So if we want to blow up the slide and rebuild the railway, we'll have to convince the business representative, Croc Diamond Face. My god, it really is Salviento names. Jesus Christ. The industry representative, Deculture Silvermint, as well as that catch guy. Yes, they hold the most prominent positions, and most Durians will cast their votes depending on their movements. You'll need to play every level to get the reward. Yeah, don't worry, I do plan on doing it. I'm just not doing it right now. I want to get through the story quickly first, so we can catch up to the rest of it. But like I said, when we reach chapter 6, I'll go back, play the stages, because it'll be quick, you know. It's only 5 stages without the cutscenes, so it'll be quick to do. And then continue on chapter 6 like I normally would. That'll be the idea for, like, I don't know, whichever stream that'll be. And why can't you do this yourself? I see. You must not be very popular around here. Would it kill you to sugarcoat it a little bit? Seems like a major pain in the tail, but whatever. I'll treat it like a good deed for Aquella. So, where can I find them? Ew, it's finally over. That Gavial is pretty scary. Seems like you're on the right path, though. Finally. Are you happy now, Edge? To be honest, I'm not sure I'm ready to part with the great Aquabit. Whose fault is that, the damned thing sitting in the middle of the railway? Otherwise, I really wouldn't have been able to find a single person willing to knock that thing down. See, I mean, can't you just build the railway around it? Like, if you're going to be remaking it anyway, you might as well just make it from scratch. Yeah, but I did just have an idea. It's been more than half a year since the dome broke, and the waterfall started coming down. Everyone's been having a great time, but I'm sure they're starting to get tired of it. Why don't we take this opportunity to build something brand new? I think you were talking to Catch about a super water cannon or something. And it's on everyone's lips now. Oh god. And I'm not going to lie, I'm also a little intrigued. Okay. The Arcasaria woman. Brutish, uncouth, impetuous, and presumptuous. Can you believe it, Croc? Is it Croc or Crockett? Croc, I'm gonna say. I was having a bit of writer's block, so I went up to the caves to harvest some wild tea and relax. And someone scooped you up and jumped off the top of the waterfall. Utterly unthinkable. Regrettably, I'm afraid that no ordinary Zwitsin would be able to resist the seduction of that story. If it were put to paper, it would probably become an overnight sensation. You can trust me. I've got your hold on tight. Ah, it hits all the passionate notes. Forget it. It certainly beats your umpteenth story about the snow. Speaking of which, a couple of days ago, a few kids came by to talk to me about those short stories. I thought I was finally getting some readers. What they have to say? Really funny. I want to see what happens next. I knew it. Avdotya, they didn't mean any harm. It's just that we Durins have no way of relating to your experiences. How long did it take for me to finally understand a sliver of your background? Let's not even talk about ordinary Durins. None of us have seen real snow, let alone the kind you describe. How do you pronounce these words again? Oh, chiaroscuro and ephemeral. I thought chiaroscuro was a name. No, it's not. It's a... I know. It's a technique. Never mind. Right, it's a name. It's not a name of a person. It's the name of a technique. It'd be better if those words only existed in literature. Regardless, I'm happy with my life now. I don't try to control anyone. Nobody tries to control me. There are no terror plots. There are no terror plots brewing behind the scenes. No risk of getting framed. No getting dragged into an assassination. The fuck did you go through? I write a few ads and design a few signs for our shopping district. And that's enough to keep me fed. What more could I ask for? I spend my days bathing beneath the sun on my recliner. Sure, it might be an artificial light source, but it's not enough for me. I was hoping these tranquil days would continue forever, until... Is this the office of the business representative? Is it? I still don't know if it's Croc or Croquet. Diamond Face. Hello, I want to blow up that big slide. I mean, succinct, straight to the point, but okay. Yo, Avdotya, fancy seeing you here. She doesn't look too good. Sorry, Croc, I'm afraid I have to excuse myself. I need to head back and perform some maintenance on my crossbow. Did I do something to make her mad? I wonder. Ahem. Are you the guests who arrived in Zvetsa? I heard Catch talking about you earlier. I must say, his assessment of the situation was on the nose. A merry bunch more Durin than Durins. Wow. Evasive maneuvers, evasive maneuvers. What a weird design. Couldn't be more different from Lancet 2. Please stay back. It doesn't seem as smart as her, but it does share some of her same basic reactions. I wonder how this thing works. Danger level high. Stay back, stranger. Take it easy, little fella. My name's Sumama. I'm not going to hurt you. Defining identity, Sumama. What's your name? Attributes, model R3E3. That is the most Star Wars sounding name ever. Assistant robot number 0429. For the glory of serving the During people. Hi there, 0429. Is there something wrong with your shock absorber system? You're wobbling all over the place. Self-inspection report. End of surface life approaching. Original components aging. I can help. Look, I've got a whole set of maintenance tools. Overhaul. Determining probability of success low. R3E3 will be scrapped after surface life ends. From what I've seen, little fella, there's nothing major wrong with you. Probably nothing a few screws can't fix. So don't give up on yourself just yet. You're a cutie, so I'd like to help you. How about it? We can be friends. Friends? Unable to comprehend. Friend. You can help me conduct an overhaul. Sure can. But I'll have to open up your shell first. No. Requesting mission cancellation. Requesting mission cancellation. Danger, danger. She is the engineering equivalent of Gavial. She is to machines what Gavial is to people. What was that cartoon sound? Don't run away, you'll be fine. Is this the other Durin person, the other important person, I'm guessing? Just because, you know, unique design. Did I see a surface dweller video chasing after an assistant robot? It's literally R2-D2 plus 1. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's odd. Did I drink too much yesterday? Speaking of which, Avdotia writes about this kind of stuff, doesn't she? About chasing and killing and whatnot? Even I can't understand half of it. Well, I guess I'm starting to get why she keeps saying it's not meant to be a comedy. POV, Russian shows Russian literature to upbeat people. Care for some tea, Miss Inam? So, Durins actually do have non-alcoholic drinks. Plot twist, it's like an Irish coffee type thing, or an Irish tea. Everyone needs a change of pace every now and then. Plus, I am still at work, after all. I prefer to drink on my own time. You suggested we talk one-on-one. I have no doubts about Gavial's skill in a fight, but I don't think her fists will be very helpful here. After all, we're not so different. You, the business representative of Zoetza, and I. I see, that you're the type to talk trade. Fine by me, I'm on board. Zoetza is just a small Durin settlement. A few years ago, when we were still connected to the other cities, I did have a semblance of a job as a business representative. But ever since the last earthquake, our sole railroad has been... God. Our sole railroad has been cut off. Zoetza is fortunate enough to be self-sufficient, the citizens aren't neediest, and there's been little urgency to restore our ties with the outside. Nowadays, my job is a little more than catering to the whims of Zoetza's populace, and pushing out a few entertainment activities. Throw my way around with the hawkers near the Great Aquapit, advertise some self-driving cart parts. It's leisurely life. I don't know much about Durin philosophy, but does not being neediest normally mean getting pissed drunk and going surfing? Pretty much. But if you asked anyone up on the surface, pretty much, by our standards, it's not very needy. So it doesn't matter what terms Stitch laid out for you. If you want me to go along with your plan and to blow up the water slide, you'll have to come up with something that'll impress me. No business gets done until both sides find a deal amiable. Amenable. I read a completely different word. What can you offer Zoetza's economy? Aqual and artifacts aren't enough. I heard some sharp self-driving cart dealers already use your grand entrance to generate some excitement for their wares, but that's not enough either. You understand the way we do things on the surface better than I expected. Though I haven't been up there myself... Though I haven't been up to the surface myself would probably be what they meant. The library we have here in the city isn't just for show. I am familiar with your customs. The Aquelans dance around a metal crab without sleep or rest, and the last one standing becomes the great chief, isn't that right? Where did you hear that? I read it in Stranger Things. It's the most popular periodical in Zvezda. Back in the day, a great adventurer brought a whole big set down from the surface. It's basically our encyclopedia of the world, of the surface world. Well, that's like having the Encyclopedia Britannica circa 1800s. Like, it probably doesn't mean much anymore. That's just a lousy tabloid. Oh, or that, maybe. Surely you're mistaken. You have no idea how diligently I studied Sargonian to be able to read these books. Oh, no wonder your accent sounds almost native. Well, there goes my motivation all of a sudden. I feel like I could probably just bribe you with the last few issues of Stranger Things. The most recent ones? There are sequels to the books? If you really could procure those, then maybe I could consider it. I can hook you up with some good stuff. What is this? A videotape. Want to take a look? Found you. Oh, Avdotya. What a coincidence. Are you here to enjoy the scenery again? Be frank with me. Why did you people come here? You people, rather. Miss Anam said she'd handle the discussions with Miss Croquet. Croc, whatever. So the rest of us came out here to find Zumama. That's not what I mean. Why did you surface people come down into our city? What's your real purpose? I've been guarding the super convenient Liftomatic 1 for a long time. Where's the main battalion backing you? Have Sargon's Lord Zamir finally taken an interest in the Welve Underground? The city doesn't have the loot you want. Leave, unless you want to poison this peaceful little city with bloodshed. I told you, this is a misunderstanding. Stitch was trying to find someone to help him repair the railway, and tricked us into coming here. You mean you're his slave labour? And you're okay with that? Hey, that guy was acting like the sky was falling at the time, and Tamimi had added her own creative touch. I was worried half to death. Zumama was up all night preparing for a tough fight, and we rushed over as fast as we could. Sorry, I just wanted Gaviel to take some time off. Well, it worked out. I guess I'll take this opportunity for a little vacation. So, you people really don't have any ill intent? You weren't ordered by some noble to ransack the town? Believe me or not, you're cool. You do have a point. Even Sargon wouldn't ask someone as rude as you to serve them. Oof. Jeez. Rude? I just don't like wasting my breath. My plan's simple and straightforward. Help out that little runt Stitch. Pick up some useful tech for us, Tiokwa. And then go home, that's all. There's still a bunch of patients back at Rhode Island waiting for me to check up on them. I feel like they're probably okay with the delay. You're telling me you're a doctor? What, do I not look the part? No. I'm licensed at everything. If Miss Tomimi... if Miss Tomimi... how many different random names am I going to be giving Tomimi? There was Tommy earlier. If Miss Tomimi here said that she was a doctor, I'd be half inclined to believe her for a few seconds. Oh, I can't be a doctor. Oh, I can be a doctor too. Gaviel taught me anesthesia. Knocking someone out isn't amnesia. Anesthesia, rather. It's probably amnesia, but not anesthesia. Find the right... Yeah! No, I was okay. I mean, I was joking, but that was obviously what she was going to say. Find the right spot and give it a good whack. Everyone at Rhode Island calls it Gavialic kinetic and anesthesia. For crying out loud, it's not a non-conventional modality. Even I rarely use it outside of extremely special circumstances. You know how they did it back in the early days? Yeah, you were either just awake and had to deal with it, or they knocked you the fuck out. Or gave you loads of alcohol and made you pass out. For example, when you've just ran out of anesthesia and you lost your supply bag because you were beating the bad guys with it. Stuff like that. I think I'll keep an eye on you people after all. Don't get any funny ideas. Sorta is my haven of peace, and I won't let you destroy it. Go nuts. I'll make sure you leave Sorta after doing what you said you're here to do. Well, until then, why don't we check out the shops? Miss Advodotia, you're from these parts, so would you mind showing us around, Sorta? Just a word of warning, if you planned is to case the city and map it, you'd give up on that. No, that's not it. What I mean is, I absolutely love your outfit. Are there any Durin fashion outlets worth visiting? I really want to take a look. Huh? Alright, if that's what you want. There are a few places worth going to. It's probably the reason that the tailors are able to make stuff for non-Durins, now that I think about it. Yavi's just like a shonen protagonist. She can fix anything with her fists. Are you interested in seeing some Durin jewellery? I am. Stitch. What are you doing here, Catch? You used to always lock yourself in your room. What's the occasion? Look, even I want to catch some rays every now and then. Surely you didn't come all the way out here just to say that. You're trying to blow up my slide, and you're not even going to let me talk to you? So you know, Master Edge told me. That decrepit old... Are you here to get a confession out of me? Actually, I'm not opposed to it. The summer has gone on far too long. And as architects, our best work is always the next project, right? Gah, I hate that part of you more than anything else. Which? You don't have a single serious bone in your body. I'll take that as the highest compliment. I'll agree with whatever you want with the slide, on the condition that we talk about the dome. What's there to talk about? Let's go take a walk. You should experience the Great Aqua Pit for yourself before deciding whether to blow it up, no? I feel like all of the issues that they have is completely one-sided on Minimalist's end of it. Do you have more? Where can I get the next one? Well, that's the good stuff. And want me to pour you some more? I still haven't finished mine. Come on, hurry it up. It's a shame Team Red Wine and Coffee didn't win championship. Ah, they were just one step away from that ship. You seem to be enjoying yourself. I must admit, you surface dwellers lead slightly more interesting lives than I imagined. What is this a recording of? The Dossel's Warrior Championship. It's an old video I got from a friend who runs a caravan. I heard something happened there not too long ago, and I don't know if the event has been held these last few years. I'm assuming that's referring to, you know, Dossel's. Ah, I want to see more. I want to see more. I want to see the losers make a comeback next year. Even the most boring of recreation can become quite stimulating if you spice things up with a bit of competition. You cheer for the team you support while chugging ale with your friends. I don't think any Durin would be able to turn down this lifestyle. Plus, alcohol and fast food sales generally double during a competition. How about it? I think it'd fit the Durings like a glove. We're selling stadium food, basically, and of course, the stadium itself. Alcohol swells well enough in the city, and I doubt there's any need to hold a competition to stimulate those sales. That said, from the perspective of fun and entertainment, there is a certain appeal. Let me say this to you straight. Business representative. Want to build a super water racetrack. Selling some hot powders, yep. Was that the first or... Oh, this is gonna start being confusing. Did I do the before or after? I can't remember if I did both. I'm gonna see if I did... Okay, I didn't do this one. That's gonna start getting confusing now. I need to keep track of it. I feel new, complete. There we go. Not compete. You can stop circling me now, little fella. I'm just happy to see you good as new. Zumama skilled at overhauls. Zumama requesting favour. Small favour. 0428. Partner, already retired. No longer responding to communication. Requesting assistance. Is that like a camera in what looks like a mouth? Shipped along with this machine, built in the same factory, now no longer responding. No longer responding? Don't worry, take me to see it. Zumama, this way. These components and this design... might be a bit more complicated than routine maintenance. How does this thing work? What's this component for? It's nothing like Lancet, and I don't think Closure has ever said anything about these. If I connect it here... No, I should be more careful. This is your friend after all, right? Friend? Zumama has described this relationship several times, but I do not understand it. Makes me think of the little robots in Nier Automata. I've never played Nier, I must admit. It's something I've been thinking of getting, though. I just have never gone around to it. Something I might actually stream at some point as well, when I eventually get around to streaming other games again. Repair cannot be performed. If only I had some information to work from. Information? The library preserves information. Can you take me there? Both Replicant and Automata recommended. Is Replicant the first one then? I know of Automata, but I don't know about how it works. It's a great game, and yes, it's assisting in navigation is my glorious mission, Zumama. This way, please. Replicant is the first one. Okay. I'll have to see how much they are then. I might get them. Technically, the first game in the series is Drakengard. Is it actually linked to anything, though? Or is it like it's separate things? I remember there being something like Nier related, and it's like not actually related to the rest of the games. But I might be misremembering. I might be thinking of a different series. Now that's something you don't see every day. Okay, yeah, this is definitely the third person that they have to convince, isn't it? I've never heard of anything like that in the books. Surface dwellers are worth looking into. Wasn't Replicant released after Automata? And they're following the joke endings of the last game. Alright, anyway. Sorry, I'm just reading chat. Elysium, let's have a little race to see who can fly out face first from the super spinny slide the fastest. How about it? Huh. You're about to see why they call me Rhode Island's legendary Aquaman. Has literally anyone ever actually called him that? Western era. I mean, to be fair, that actually sounds like a cool term to use. The story is as dense as Arknights. Perfect. Oh yeah, I read a bit. I'll be honest here. I don't have the slightest bit of interest hanging out with you. Jeez. I'd rather be eaten by one of those gloom pincers in the damned Aqua Island jungle. Don't be like that, Stitch. I just want to hear your opinion. Regardless of what the people of Sorta think, I know who's truly worth their mettle in this town, and that includes both you and your teacher. You've earned it. I've never seen anything like Sorta's breathtaking dome in any piece of during architectural literature. If that's what you want to talk to me about, I suggest we stop here before we're wasting any more of each other's time. I know you're not so into my great aqua pit's design. Same goes for the slide. And the fountain. None of them are exactly masterpieces. But Stitch, do you know what it is I really want to design? Same as you, the dome right over our heads. We were competing over it for the longest time. You've got some nerve saying that to my face. Are you trying to pick a fight? You and I make good rivals. Huh, good rivals? You sure think highly of me. Shouldn't we hug it out, put our arms around each other and weep? I'm serious, Stitch. I just want to know, why did you give up on the dome renovation project a few years ago? You stopped submitting your designs to the referendums, you just quit. You couldn't have given up trying to win people over your aesthetic. Were you really fine with Master Finch's unannounced farewell? Stop talking down to me, Catch. I just got bored, tired of it all. Simple as that. I got fed up with trying to pin all my ambitions on this broken dome. And trying to get the people here to vote for me. Same thing. I got fed up with peddling solutions against architects with dreams like you. It's all completely pointless. Listen up, that piece of junk over our heads, I don't care if it leaks or explodes, or even if you vote to tear it down one day. I don't give a damn anymore, so do whatever hell you want with it. But the dome is your teacher's... I'll say it again. I don't give a damn. Alright. Stitch, I wanted to ask you to work with me. The two of us could come up with a brand new plan for the dome, which I'm sure the vast majority of people here would have agreed to. But since you don't care about the dome anymore, I won't push you. I respect your decision. But could you give me a moment of your time and offer me some feedback about my ideas for renovating the dome? I'd like your advice as well. I don't care... Actually, let's just hear it first. Really? I appreciate it. First, I think the whole thing could be more colourful. Oh god. Oh Jesus. I love the face! Oh my god, I love the face! Oh, that is absolutely fucking disgusting. Oh, that is horrendous. Oh, I must admit I actually kind of agree with Stitch in this case. Intricate geometric patterns can greatly add to the beauty of the dome, just like stained glass. Oh, that would look awful. The juxtaposition of yellow, green, red, and blue will let the citizens of Zvezda know a new kind of beauty when they cast their eyes up. Day or night, the new dome will become the singular focal point of everyone's attention. It'll be the safe harbor for everyone who comes back to their search for peace of mind. Long glue was snipped in the writing room. I think they needed an extra amount of glue for the art department as well. Great, dazzling gemstone. It's the face. Why did it bounce? I love that. Oh my god, I love that artwork so much. I fucking love that. Oh, that is by far one of my favorite pieces of cutscene art, and it's like, you know, nothing like the rest of them. Just that face. What do you think? From my perspective, it's brilliant. It's a brilliant, innovative. It's a brilliant design. I'm really proud of it, but I'm ready to take your feedback seriously. Catch. Had a change of heart already? Then we'll be partners. You're not laying a single finger on that dome. I'm going to do everything in my power to stop you. Didn't you just say you didn't give a damn anymore? And I could do whatever I want? I thought you just wanted to resurrect that shambling corpse or put it to rest permanently. That I don't care about. But I will not allow you to desecrate it in this manner. Huh? This is entirely a product of my respect for the dome. No the way in hell. I swear I'm going to beat that idea out of your head. Well, that's one way to get him on board, pure spite. Maintenance materials, library. Location, sorted archives, area 59. Available bookshelf. Is this the place? Affirmative. Let me see. Is this Durin text? I can't read it at all. Reading. Book titles. The Durin. To the Surface and Back Again. Isn't that a that's a reference to the Lord of the Rings, isn't it? Isn't the thing The Hobbit to There and Back Again? There and Back Again, A Hobbit's Tale. Which coincidentally has Durin, the dwarf family, dwarf king. And find Durin liquor 127 commonly seen brewing methods. Jeez. Continuing search, new hits. Believe it or not, super crazy Durin masterpieces. Research on cybernetics information theory based on the influence of social behavior. Little fella, are you sure they have what we're looking for here? Probability 42.377%. Durin's rarely organized things. I can read some of the words over here. The issues of Stranger Things on the 3 bookshelves are more than 10 years old. This row of Victorian books. And you even have Kazimierz's red wine. The red wine. We use them to learn different languages, cultures, and news from the surface. I see. No wonder why there's hardly any communication barrier between us. Is this a Durin published magazine? Breaking news, attack of the self-driving cart. Order 1 magazine and get a prototype for free. Okay. So that's what all those gadgets zipping around outside are. Talk seriously, pushed her cart modification business and sold those add-on booster packs throughout Zretsa. She said everyone likes a bit of randomness, but I don't really get it. But why is this in Sargonian? In order to carry on the fine tradition of Stranger Things, we decided that our own magazine should be in Sargonian. That's how the Durins think. I mean, we do that in the real world sometimes. Not so much in these days, but you will sometimes tend to continue on with something and use the same language. Are you looking for this book? To build your own assistant robot in 3 seconds? Jesus. That sounds like it could come in handy. Thank you. Deculture 0429 says hello. You two know each other? Hello, allow me to introduce myself, and I was right. I am Deculture Silvermint. It really is like D&D like naming, but like way more on the nose, like not even remotely subtle. The industry representative of Zretsa. And also administrator of the assistant robots. The administrator? That's right. The assistant robots in Zretsa are built, supervised, and governed by me. Model R3E3, assistant robot 0429. What are you doing here? This unit submitted a request to Zumama overhaul 0428. 0428 has already been retired. Now return to your post. Acknowledged. Executing directive. Zumama, your communication with that assistant robot is pretty unusual, and its responses have been abnormal. What's unusual about our communication? I can't say for sure. Maybe what's unusual is the communication itself? You don't talk to the little fellas? No, they were made just to work. That's no good. I talk to my Lancet all the time. She's like a big sister to me, letting me lean up against her cold metal shell, patting me on the shoulder with her robotic arm, singing to me with her beautiful synth. Huh? Stranger Things never mentioned anything like that. I wonder, if I put Stranger Things in the tags, do you think that will still get the algorithm going? Or has it been too late? Is it too late? Are people not interested in that show anymore? That was worth the trip. I wasn't able to find the right outfit, but these little trinkets are awesome. Ores I've never seen before. Hopefully there's no Arkstone, or Arkenstone, or whatever it's called. These strange metal wind chimes, as well as these cute little pendants. And most importantly, Gabriel helped me pick this out. The only thing that could be better is if Gabriel bought a matching set with me. Is she alright? Oh yeah, it's fine. The kid's been like that ever since she was little. I've read that this obsessive hoarding behaviour is called Zalix disease in some places. It might be stress-induced or something. No, I'm really happy. These memories are very precious to me. Okay, if you say so. So, Avdotya, you have an Ursus name. Is that where you came from originally? My name is Avdotya Razorpen, a standard Durin name. I'm fairly certain you had another surname because I remember struggling to say it. But Avdotya is still Ursine. What are you getting at? Calm down, I'm just making small talk. No, that place is not my home. I just happen to come from there. She's the Durin equivalent of a weave. No, she is. She's the person who goes onto the internet and starts using Japanese name even though they're like the whitest person from the whitest country. Whitest country. What I really don't understand is why you're so paranoid about the surface. When I was little, I loved spending time with the grammar tutor my parents hired for me. Though she could be a bit dry, she sometimes said really interesting things. Ursus has a lot of literature describing one's hometown, and my tutor was always enhanced by those works. We would analyse their motifs and composition styles. Back then, I thought everyone would grow nostalgic for their hometown, and people who travelled far away would eventually find their way back to slumber eternally. But later I found out that's not true at all. If all the memories you have of your hometown are painful ones, and you find a place more suitable to be your home, then why should you yearn for a place you once were? It's no different from another stop in a long journey. Miss Avdotya, what made you decide to leave Ursus? I don't want to talk about it. Things that would make you vomit. My status, my family, my friends, all vanished overnight. I fled with my tail between my legs, quite literally. From Ursus to Sargon to an underground Durin city, your journey couldn't have been easy. I mean, oof. They are like on the other side of the continent, aren't they? Ursus is like one side, then it's like Victoria, Kazimierz, all of those things in the middle, and then it's Sargon, Colombia, Bolivar. So she basically went through good few kingdoms in order to get here. How could there be a journey with no destination? I just happened to get lucky. I finally found this place, a small city called Zvezda. The Durins here accepted me, and I will repay the debt with even greater kindness. Ursus is north-northeast, while Sargon is hard southwest. Yep, they basically went from one end of the continent to another. This is a place I've decided I belong. And that's why I won't let anything harm them. I don't care if it's out of malice or out of good intentions gone awry. That is my warning to you. Alright. I was going to ask if you have a drink, just as a show of goodwill, but maybe not. Ask you to have a drink, rather. Wait. That isn't off the table. Well, she's warming up to them. Or maybe it's just the Russian in her suddenly wanting a drink. Ah. Yeah, the way you... No! Hey, you're not allowed to make the same joke I'm making. Yeah, the way you drink definitely screams Earth. Okay. Shut up. The Durins drink the same way. To be honest, I'm not much of a psychologist. There are lots of things I don't understand about the human heart. And I don't really care to understand it. It's already hard enough patching up the body. Oh, another way to read it, she moved it from Russia to South America, yeah. Karma and the gift of prophecy, yeah. But what I can say is, you never really become a Durin, no matter how much you act like one. I don't think we know each other well enough to start picking out each other's problems. I've heard you talking with some of those Durin shopkeepers. The gist I got was that the stories you wrote about snowfields didn't seem to strike the right note with them. That's right. They have neither snow nor fields underground. Just to be clear, I don't write like that because I miss being there. It's nothing more than a plot of land for a story to take place on. You know that there's a story to be told there. That, by itself, isn't Durin. Some scars can't be covered up after all. But that won't stop me from trying. Even if you just be yourself, the Durins will still accept you. What if I want a new self? Fine. Sure, the Durins are always happy to accept anyone they meet. And this time, it was you people and me. What about next time? Since you are a doctor, you must have seen the evil lurking in men's hearts. You've surely seen the depravity to which people will stoop in order to hurt one another. I won't act like this is a racial issue. Everything on the surface has shaped us into this. All too quick to resort to violence, lusting after power and money, blinded by ambition. I used to be soaked in it, and now I want a new self. Evil is contagious, and can be learned. The people underground have never experienced it, and have no resistance to evil. You're right, I can't become a Durin, but for the sake of the people of Zvezda, I am willing to do everything in my power to protect it. I will protect this idyllic, unspoiled innocence. Didn't you say before that the Durins can handle their own problems? Stop using my own words against me. Ay, Hmm. 3.5 hours. Yeah, I could leave it there and continue on. So next stream would be when I actually start it properly. So 4 and 5 and then going normally. That probably works. That'll probably be Sunday, I think. Dum, dum, dum. I'm just thinking because it's nearly... Well, it's not nearly 12. It's only gone past 11:15, but still. I didn't think this one was going to be a long one, but I suppose it is. I guess I technically did four lots of stories, so that's fine. Yeah, I think I'll leave it here. And then... Yeah, good place to end up for the day, yeah. So then... Sunday I'll do 4 or 5, and then we'll be continuing as I normally would. I must admit it was a bit weird doing this, because like I said, this is the first time I've done a rerun of an event and actually had this. it is kind of weird. But I suppose it's just reached that point now. I've been playing for over a year, so it was bound to happen eventually. But yeah, so I'm going to leave it here. I'll stream again on the Sunday. But yeah, thanks for coming around. I must admit, I actually quite like the story so far. While I didn't actually read it while I played last year, I'm glad I'm reading it now on stream, because last time I did it off stream. Because it is a good story, and I definitely appreciate it more now with, you know, all I know about Arknights, as opposed to if I had read it back then, I would have been very lost and confused. Like, we're talking, I hadn't even finished chapter 2 yet, probably, sort of thing. To be fair, it was hard on every event, so I had to sort rematch when it rerun. But yeah, so for now I'd say that's it, and thank you guys so much for coming around. It's actually been quite nice to do it today. Especially after the fact that it nearly didn't happen. I was nearly not going to stream because of all the issues I was having. But yeah, it worked out in the end. But yeah, until next time though, thank you guys so much for coming around, and I shall see you all next time. Imagine reading the first thing in Arknights. Yeah, no, it would have been really weird. Really weird. Okay. But yeah, it was. I mean, imagine doing... Cause yeah, I wouldn't have finished. Yeah, I wouldn't even started chapter 3 yet when this was coming around. But yeah, anyway, sorry, I'm rambling. I've already said goodbye technically. But yeah, thank you guys so much for sticking around, and I shall see you all next time. Bye bye.